The king in the north! The king in the north!
Yo, what it do? What it do? Look like my connection bad already. What up? What up? Bryce starts day one. That's what it's looking like. I'm not sure what's going on with Mikey King. I'm not sure what's going on with him. They acting like he hurt already. You know, he ain't been practicing, so it is what it is. I didn't want him to start anyway, so hey, it's right on track for me. What's going on? My camera done got blurry. There we go. But yeah, so I don't know what's going on with him. But to me, it don't matter anyway. That's who we want to start. You know, and people say, well, Kinetic says this a lot. Other people, you know, the TJ says it also. With the offensive line, yeah, you don't want to put him out there behind a struggling or a bad offensive line. But and this goes for any sport. If he the best we got, he playing. Like this ain't a video game. This ain't fantasy land. This is big time college football. If he the best we got, he playing. Even behind a offensive line that we don't know how good it is yet. That's just how it go. You don't sit down your best option at quarterback. You just don't do that, regardless of what the offensive line is. If he's the best quarterback you got, that's who play. I think what did it say? I think certain fans gave Jaden too much of a hard time last year. His playing times was out of his hands. Yeah, you can say that. I mean, Davis should be looking better than last year. Jaden Davis, that is. He's been in college for a year. You know, that's what you want to do. If you staying in college, you want to improve every year. You want to get better. I hate a player that doesn't get better every year. That bothers me. When you have weaknesses and every year you got the same weaknesses, that's a problem to me. James Cooper says Bryce is getting a head start and looking like him. I imagine he is. And just the fact that what we were last year, so the guys that were on the team last year, seeing Orgy, Davis Warren, and Jaden Davis throw last year, and Jack Tuttle, you could watch Bryce's high school film and you could tell that he was better than could throw it better than all of those dudes. Like, it didn't take much to see that. You know, he's got better arm talent. Like, it's just a fact, you know. Let me bring up Steven. Let me play your intro. Don't let me forget your intro, Steve.
And I ask myself every day, would I do a life sentence about my respect of somebody disrespecting me? Without question.
Without question. What up, bro?
You funny, man. Nothing, man. I'm at Walmart. I just wanted to get up here before the foolery begins. But I agree. I don't know what's up with Michael King. Not sure. I haven't looked into it. I'm pretty sure somebody can tell me in the chat. But Bryce is the number one player in high school for a reason. It's all. I remember when Rashawn got there, they slowly eased him in, but we saw that he was that dude. It was just Don Brown. That was the problem. A friend of mine told me before Rashawn left, he was like, he's going to be a much better pro because they're going to use him right. And lo and behold, he's a much better pro. Not that he sucked in college, is that Don Brown used him wrong. They're not
Yeah.
going to make the same mistake with the number one player because, like Bryce, here's the thing for everybody in the chat. I know people talk about Oklahoma and all this. Oklahoma's really not that good. I'm not saying they're bad, but I'm saying don't be scared to go to normal. Like Michigan can't play 12 home games a year, so it's trial by fire. The kid has to learn, but it's about learning. The offensive line has 3 returning starters, 4 if you count Sprague, because in the bowl game, ask Alabama's defense how good Sprague is. They'll tell you. So don't worry about that. Jordan Marshall, they got the Reliquid Bowl MVP. They got Justin Payne. They have talent. Now people will come up and say, well, it's going to take 2 or 3 years, and these people aren't even one. They're not Michigan fans. 2, they're not on the team. So I'm not going to listen to the fan base or somebody else tell us how good Bryce is going to be. Worry about your quarterback situation. Bryce was number one for a reason. I'm not never been number one quarterback who playing us, but they're not going to allow him to fail. So I don't see 2 losses, and I'm not even being like fanned out. I don't see 2 losses. I barely see 1. If they lose 1, it's probably one of those games like maybe in Nebraska or something. But they're not losing to Ohio. They're not losing to Oklahoma. They're just not. The team is going to be fine. The O-line is going to be fine. So, but Bryce is that he was the number one player for a reason. And I also heard somebody say, well, he finally caught up to Xavier St. Clair. He was better than Xavier St. Clair at 205 pounds. So now that he's put on 20 pounds, how much better is he? With 20 more pounds, he's still better. He was better 15 pounds lighter. So that cake don't bake either. I mean, I sit back in the week and I listen, but certain things just don't make sense. But don't let anybody from another fan base tell you Bryce ain't going to do this or it's going to take 2 or 3 years. They don't know. They ain't God. Bryce going to do his thing. He just is. You can get mad all day, but Evan Link, Johnny, and you know how I feel about Evan Link? I know how you feel about Evan Link. Giovanni Ohadi, Greg Crippen, they were all starters last year. Guess what? They're coming back. It ain't 5 new starters. So don't listen to people when they say this crazy stuff. The Michigan's going to be fine. Trust and believe that. But Oklahoma is not a game we should worry about. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to want to win that game for Sharon Moore. The players, the coaches, everybody's going to want to win that for their coach.
I want to beat both RJ Young's teams. I want RJ Young to have the worst season because, he root for 2 teams, whether he says it or not. So
he don't root for Oklahoma, bro. He don't root for them.
That's what he say, Johnny. That's what he say, man.
You got to show me. You ride for Ohio State too much. Has he even done a video on Oklahoma?
I don't think so, bro. He doesn't. He did a video on O State, but he slid Oklahoma in there. So you're right. I haven't seen him do one on Oklahoma.
Right.
Never.
So you an Ohio State fan? I don't want to hear that.
You're right. It's just interesting. I mean, I'm not saying Oklahoma's bad. When I say don't worry about it, I mean I'm not. It's almost like Michigan fans used to be scared to go play in Penn State at night. I'm like, okay, go beat them in the dark. Like, what does Oklahoma show anybody that's scary? Like what? Like, I mean, they got a transfer quarterback, and what else? What do they have? I mean, Brent Venables is okay when he ain't stealing something. Now, he's a real sign stealer. Y'all talking about stealing signs. Brent Venables was notorious for it. Everybody knew he was cheating. Now he can't because the team ain't that good. So, Mama, what up, baby? It's just
what up, though?
When they get to that Ohio game, I expect them to have 1 loss to be undefeated. I just do. They're not losing 2 or 3 games. Nobody on their schedule is going to be good enough to beat. They're just not. That D-line is monsters, man. So I'm gonna let the people talk. Like, I'll just be sitting back and chilling. But if somebody come not making sense, Johnny, might as well hit the Kevin Gate. I'm gonna be back.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
Period. What up, though, Steve-O?
Yeah, Steven in here. He say somebody come up with that crazy talk. He on their head. What up, Marmar?
Facts. What up, though, Johnny?
Nice. Same old, same old. Same old. What
What
you
up,
got?
Chad? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? What you talking about? I just hopped in the stream, so what's up? What we talking about today? Anything?
Nothing really, Bryce. Talking about Bryce.
Okay, okay. Well, you know the word coming out of Shimbackler Hall, he number one. I had a discussion with somebody the other day. They said he wouldn't be number one if King was there. I doubt that. You feel me? I doubt that. Um,
Keen ain't
King,
nothing to be scared of.
that's what I'm saying. And then they saying Jaden Davis and Bryce getting the number one, all the number one reps in the spring practice. They practice it with the ones, twos, and threes. So I think that's good. I like that Jaden Davis stepping up to the plate, challenging Bryce. That's just gonna make our quarterback room that much better when King come back. He's just gonna be a practice guy to scheme around. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, Bryce is starting. Let's go.
Garrison says, how much do you take as word from coaches and writers without anyone being able to see for themselves? We talked about it last year, but want to see where you are now. I take it with a
Okay.
grain of salt. But if they saying Bryce is looking good, the players, I know I know the players are looking at it because they had Orgy, Davis Warren, Jack Tuttle, and those dudes last year. So if you've been practicing with them, you can see Bryce's arm talent is better than all of them dudes last year
Combined.
when he was in high school. So the
Facts.
fact that the players are seeing the difference in his athletic ability, his throwing ability, I can believe it because you can see it. You can see it every time he throws the ball. You can see it. And his athletic ability. You can see it just from high school film. So now if they go out there and say, man, he's just shredding everybody, then I'm like, I'll take it with a grain of salt. Because
Yeah.
no, for sure. Then let me bring up James.
Can I respond to that?
Go
Um,
ahead.
so to Garrison point, I get what he's saying compared to last year. What Michigan was saying. But multiple people are saying it this year. It was just a couple people saying it last year. Um, but you got, the saying, if you hear it more than once from four different people, then it becomes what it is. Um, so yeah, I'm listening to everyone that's covering it, that's inside of it. Um, yeah, I believe that Bryce is cooking them like that. Yeah, I believe what Ray Sean Benny said. I believe what Jordan Marshall said. I believe what Justin Hayes said. They right there with the man. So and not just them, not just the players. This coming out of all the media out of Detroit. The news that covered Michigan. They on there talking about Bryce, how much uh, a great quarterback he gonna be for Michigan. The throws he making. Brayshawn Biddy said, we try to collapse the pocket on him, and he got up out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, he got up out of there with his feet. He said, I underestimated his speed. I didn't realize how fast he was. And Johnny, we discussed this the other day. You said he got them long strides, and that could become deadly in a football game if a team ain't prepared for it, especially if they ain't gonna know he gonna get up out of there. Because a lot of school. I mean, I think this is my opinion. A lot of people don't think he can scramble. So
Yeah, that's
they,
true.
What you got, James?
Not much. I haven't called in before, but figured I'd call in, give my thoughts. I just think it's kind of funny how you got Buckeyes fans that'll talk about like, oh, you guys suck. You guys were 8-5. So like, what's that make y'all? Like, if we suck.
Yeah, that's like us saying Washington sucked. I can't say they sucked when they beat us.
Yeah. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, no, I think the hype around Bryce, it's like you said, you got to take it with a grain of salt. We all know what happened last year with like, oh, the coaches, the players, they're all looking great. There's no drop off, and it's like,
Yeah, facts.
it's just tough to see that when it's like we lost so much.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Well,
With this year, we got more hope because the consistency. We didn't lose any coaches. We only brought in extra coaches to help. The guys coming back, Wink system. So you got more consistency. You get new players in. The older players, they actually know this system, so they can help. They can help them come along.
excuse me.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, no, I just think it's funny because it's like not even like Garrison or anyone specific, but you just see like everyone saying, "Oh, you guys aren't that good," but we're not the team that lost to a quarterback that threw for 62 yards. Like
Facts. That's a fact. Yeah, they have trouble with that. Their fan base, they dealing with a lot of them are young. They haven't lost to Michigan that much. They haven't seen it so consistent. And so they can't handle the fact that they lost to us. When they just knew they were going to win this time. They knew it. Michigan's horrible. We're going to beat them. We're going to blow them out. And then it didn't happen like that. So, they don't know how to handle it. So they say crazy stuff.
I will say it is kind of interesting because, you have the whole dynamic of Ryan Day not necessarily being able to consistently beat Michigan, but winning a championship this year. I would wonder how many years it would take if they were to continue losing to us, but not win championships. How long would it take, do you think, for them to maybe like put Ryan back on the hot seat for that?
Probably. I think you'd start hearing it a lot if he was to lose next 2 more times next year and the year after. I think you'd start hearing the rumblings again.
Right. Because he was receiving death threats. What, like 5 months ago, if that?
Exactly. And I got in an argument with Garrison and somebody else on Twitter, and it was because I said Ryan Day has underachieved at Ohio State. You guys have y'all always talk about your standard and the expectation. So he's really underachieved if your expectation is that. But and then they say, "Oh, I said half of your fan base wanted him fired after y'all lost to Michigan." Oh, it wasn't half. It wasn't half. Some of y'all wanted him dead. What are you talking about?
Majority.
Oh,
Johnny,
yeah.
It was a majority that
It was
wanted
a
him
straight up
gone.
hit piece out on him in Columbus there.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's the difference between Michigan and Ohio State. Okay, fan base. We didn't go to that extreme. We didn't even think about going to that extreme, and because we have more respect for ourselves as fans to go threaten Jim Harbaugh and his kids at their school to where they got to be police escorted. That's wild to me. It's just football. And I understand the rivalry is important to people. I have heard stories about the rivalry that break up marriages, relationships, separate families. It shouldn't be that serious. It's a football game. I was listening to an old football player, and he said, when we played that rivalry back in the day, that day, if whoever lose or win, it was that. We went on about our business and we was getting prepared for the bowl game, and that was it. We didn't talk about Ohio State or Michigan anymore. We went on and did what we had to do. Now, the new generation of fans, they keep it toxic. All they know is at the time of from 2000 to 2019 was the Ohio State beating Michigan. Okay, but now that changed. Now they don't know how to handle it because all they knew was, oh, we beat them all the time. They have to be up to something. They have to be cheating. Nah, it's just that's just how the pendulum swings sometimes. You know what I'm saying? The algorithm, it changes. The variable, it changes. So we up four in the rivalry right now on a 4 game win streak. Look like it's gonna go another three. We have a seven. And y'all gonna have to deal with it. We had to deal with it, but we didn't go out our way to start acting crazy and doing all this wild stuff, threatening our coach. You know, if that was my kid, I would have went off on the fan. But hey, bro, y'all gotta chill out. This my
For
kid
sure.
you threatening. You know, this my life. These my babies. So that's what I'm saying. Like these Buckeye fans, they go out their way to make things worse than what it is. So that's all I'm saying.
Hey, Mark, hey, come out and come back in or something. It's doing a popping thing when you be
Yeah,
talking.
yeah, yeah. Because my internet, it's raining right now. My internet going out. Let me unplug it and I'll plug it. Come back up.
Got you. I got you.
All right, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's got good points. I mean, even with Don Brown, I don't think most reasonable Michigan fans got that bad. And then I think the other thing with Ohio State, crying about cheating, it's like, when y'all raise your kids, do y'all just explain to them whenever they lose that like the other person just cheated or the other team just cheated? Because that's like, it seems like a loser mentality to me. It's like, can you ever take accountability for your own failures? I mean, that's how you learn the best, is through failure.
Fact. And Garrison got mad at me when I said Michigan is a big part of the reason they went on that run, because they got embarrassed losing to a team that you were supposed to blow out at home. But I mean,
sure.
it's a fact. That brought them close together. The fact that they got embarrassed, Michigan was about to plant the flag, and they were, it went super viral. It was on everywhere, ESPN, Twitter, wherever you went, you were seeing that what happened, that embarrassment.
Yeah, and I mean, I know Gus Johnson, went to the University of Michigan, so he's got to try and play like he's not biased. That's probably why he said his comments during the broadcast. But it's like, man, you had nothing to say in 2022 when we planted the flag, but all of a sudden this year it's a problem.
Yeah. He gets. I have a love-hate relationship with him. Sometimes he's okay, other times he will work your nerve, boy.
Oh, for sure.
What up, Boxing and West Quad? What up?
What up, though?
Gentlemen,
What up,
gentlemen. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. What's going on, y'all?
Man, you already know. Listen, man, let me get in the kitchen real quick. Whenever I hear Ohio State, it just boils my blood. Look, let's make... Wait. My daughter already boiling my blood. First of all, get Garrison ass up here. Because I'm tired of him spewing nonsense all the time. First of all, I always cook him. I'm like 15-0 against him. He easy work, right? It's like when we play
Easy work,
Central.
Garrison.
He's easy work. First of all, here he go with the Bryce Underwood. Oh, if we got to see for ourselves. Yeah, but yet when we hear that about Julian saying we got to take it, right? We go, but look, he's saying he's looking good, so we got to eat that. We got to eat that all the time, bro. We got to eat that, and that's what bothers me, man. Like, why is it that when it comes to the Ohio State players, we got to eat it? When it comes to Michigan, well, guys, last year I was right. I don't care about you was right about last year and Orgy and them. We knew that these guys were suspect. We didn't know they was going to be that suspect, but we knew there was no superstar potential. Bryce Underwood is one of the highest rated recruits in history since they've been rating recruits. Bottom line, it's not us Michigan fans who's rating him. That's the system. So we know Bryce is going to be very good. How good? That's the question. that we need to ask, or we got to wait and see. How good is he going to be? He's going to be very good. We just don't know how good. Yes, that's the question. But, OSU fans always spewing nonsense, always throwing shots at Michigan. We get this recruit. Well, he's good, but, we don't know. We haven't seen him. But yet, their recruit, he's going to be the next this. You can't win with them. Now, I'm not speaking about every Ohio State fans. There's a lot of reasonable, maybe like 10 of them, maybe 10 or 12 of the million that exist. But yes, I know Marmar was there. I'm talking about it. This dude, James, was talking about it. It's a very, very, and even Ohio State, my man Richie, I think that's his name, Dobbs. It's a very entitled fan base, right? Majority of these guys haven't seen Ohio State lose to Michigan consistently. I'm 43 years old. I'm an 80s baby. I seen the Cooper years live and direct. They were beautiful. So ain't no OSU fan could come at me with no BS. And we beat good OSU teams. I see my son Ty Law put Joey Galloway in the blender, 28 zip. Stupid. Get him up out of here. I seen freshman Charles Woodson put Terry Glenn in the blender. Interception, call game. Stupid. Come on, man. Stop playing with Michigan. OSU fans. And then the other thing they bring up, you guys, congratulations on your ReliaQuest Bowl win. But Johnny, the year after that, when we won the Natty, where was Ohio State? What bowl they was in?
I don't even know.
The crayon, the 80 box crayon bowl, right? And they only scored 3 points. And they only scored 3 points in that game and lost. So what is this trying to act like they in the playoffs every year? And mind you, in the 4 playoff era, Michigan went to 3 straight playoffs. OSU they never did that. Now we're done with the 14 playoff. They so great. They so dominant. They so this and that. They couldn't go 3 straight years to the playoffs. Why is that? Mr. 5-star university, Mr. All-star at every position. But you can't tell them that because they get in their feelings. They cry babies. Yes. Listen, Ryan Day is a great coach. No, he's a good coach. Because if he's a great coach, is Ed Oregon from the LSU that took LSU to that natty, is he a great coach? He took him to a natty. So I'm just saying, bro, like, yes, Ryan Day's record is good. I can't take that. I can't call him great. Kirby Smart is better than him. Dabo Swinney, they won 2 natties in the shortest span than what Ohio State did. So people got to take that into account, man. Again, OSU, don't get me wrong, it is a great program. I don't take nothing from them as a program, but they not as good as they think they are, and that's the problem. And they try to shit on us, Michigan, and we about to eat. We just getting to the table. We just got to the table. And if nothing happens regarding the NCAA, bro, it's over. Ohio State fans are going to be sick for a long time, bro. Trust me.
Hey, that boy Juan Stockton was cooking.
That's it, Juan Stockton, baby.
Hey, you said that the boys was suspect. Nah, them quarterbacks we had was America's Most Wanted, boy. There was more than stuff. There was big fraudulent activity going on. But you know what the funny thing about this whole Ohio State waiting on the hammer to drop is, it really feel like they waiting on somebody like the big brother to come in and beat us up because they can't get it done. That's the energy I'm feeling off of Ohio State when it comes to that hammer, because who knows when we're gonna beat them if the NCAA don't come in and handcuff them, come and cripple them for us.
That's who they've been wanting to save them.
Yeah, they're like the girl at the 8th grade dance who gets her feelings hurt and then has to have her boyfriend come up and beat up the guy that hurt her feelings or whatever. It's like, really? Come on.
Hey, if that's the case, what does that make Michigan State this whole thing? Because they going out real sad right now, hiding behind Ohio State's legs.
Oh, they're like the jealous ex. They're the jealous ex because they're mad at us, so they have to cling on to Ohio State because they know they don't even have a chance in hell to beat us.
And did you guys see the interview that Connor Stallings had with JD Pickle regarding the signs that Ohio State had of Michigan's? And once he was able to protect them signs and win that cat and mouse game, they it's never been the same for them. And these are the things Ohio State fans can't stomach. Like, these are the truths. If Connor Stallions was such a criminal, if he did such bad things, he wouldn't be putting his face in public like that, man. He'll be hiding, and he's not hiding. He's there. He's taking pictures with fans. He's doing interviews. So, look, man, OSU fans, and there's a couple of them that's come up here, and I respect it. And they mentioned that, look, man, no, you guys were just better. But majority of the fan base, that's the problem. And then you got these websites like Buckeye Poop, right? That just spews nonsense after nonsense after nonsense. That's all he spews, right? Like, at least with what's the dude's name, Johnny, the crazy guy?
Spiro.
Not that weirdo. The other one, the Ohio State guy,
You talking about
Zach
Zach?
Smith. See, at least with Zach Smith, at least with him, yes, he's an Ohio State fan and he's biased, but at least he could keep it real. He'll call it
Yeah.
like it is. He'll be like, well, Michigan just punched us in the dick. That's all it was, respect to
He
them.
would say something
You
like
know,
that.
like, at least that. Buckeyes poop. All he do is throw shade on Michigan every single second. The dude did a watch party for the national championship when Michigan played Washington. And you know what he did? He turned it off. He turned it off before the clock went to zero. And what did we do on the Maze Man channel? We stood 10 toes down. We did a post game right after Ohio State won as Michigan fans and gave that bum ass program they flowers. Come on, man. Come on. Where they do that at? Michigan fans were more welcoming. We're not sore losers like them. Yeah, we get upset, but we're just a different fan base, man. That's the truth.
Hey, before I let Don rock, I want to pop my collar and say I was early on the Bryce it's gonna start train. I just want y'all to know that because I mean, even though Mikey King is hurt, I don't think it really matters, bro. Bryce is him, so just want to point that out. I was there early.
What's up, Dom? What's going on?
Johnny, thanks for having me up, sir. How are you today?
Doing all right. I'm doing all right.
Just gonna ride Maniac's coattails here. Since and I believe Marmar said it as well. Since 2000, that generation, social media, they don't understand the Cooper years, Johnny. Some of them weren't even born. That 2002 national title. The last one before that was 1968. And they're nothing but the town of Columbus, because I lived there for 20 years. I'm from Ohio. I'm from Steubenville, Ohio. And as a child, I was 11 years old in the 1978 Gator Bowl, when Woody Hayes hit an opposing player on national television. I was so embarrassed. I'm like, I will never support this school. Who's their Michigan? And I've been a Michigan fan ever since I was 11 years old. I'm 57. So the town of Columbus, they have hockey. Nobody cares about it. They have soccer. Nobody cares about it. The town's mental well-being is tied to the wins and losses of 18 to 21-year-old kids because they have nothing else there. And they want this national recognition that it's a starvation that they want. And without the Buckeye football team, they don't get it. But that university, historically. Arrogant for nothing, classless. And, oh, you planted the flag. Well, kiddies, go YouTube it. 1973. Ohio State tore down the Go Blue banner. You guys started the crap. It is this hypocrisy, Johnny, from the Ohio State base in conjunction with their lack of class that drives the immense amount of hatred I have inside me for that university and that town. And swear to goodness, Johnny, we could go 1-11 every year as long as that one is against that school, and they got to eat it because they could talk about this and that. They had 2 losses. There's no way Michigan should have beat them this year. It ruined their national title. It just ruined it. You get out in these sites, and these Ohio State fans are children, all in their feelings. You start getting some facts with them, then they want to call you a name or this or that. We have to beat Ohio State each year. This year, we're going to win by 17. You heard it here first. We beat that team last year with the 129th offense. What do you think is going to happen in Ann Arbor? So it's hatred. There's valid reason for the hatred. It'll never go away. And then when you pile on the media favoritism on top of that, where the king of that tree is Kurt Herbstreit, his boy's got to go off the team. We've got to get him off the team. Okay. There's no reason for him to go to Michigan. You want an education, go to MIT, go to Harvard. You don't belong at Michigan. How much NIL money are they giving you to be a spy? He's got to go away. But there's so much favoritism in the media for Ohio State. That's why they're ranked number 1 preseason with replacing their offensive coordinator, their defensive coordinator, quarterback who's never played. How many linemen did they lose? Yet Ohio State's number 1.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Like, pardon me, fuck Ohio State. And,
hey, quick question, Dom. What do you
Dom.
like? Okay, you brought up the tearing down the banner. Like, the only thing I could think that we could do that will be comparable will be to drop kick the tuba player while he was dotting the eye. Like,
well, I know what you're saying. But what I'm saying is they're giving us. They put in a state law that if somebody plants a flag in the Block O in the toilet bowl down there in Columbus, you could get charged and locked up. It's such a female. I don't want to use the slang term. But
yeah, I got you.
Columbus got female genitalia. That's exactly what it is. So.
And then, look in the chat, right? Here we go. We don't have down years. Here we go, the arrogance. And it's fine. It's fine. With a mega team, guys, they lost 2 games in the regular season. With a veteran team, veteran quarterback, veteran OC, veteran defensive players, veterans all over, and could have lost 4 in the regular season. But yet, there's going to be no drop-off this season, losing your OC, losing your DC, an OC that has no experience as a full-time OC, a quarterback starting for the first time. There's going to be no growing pains, OSU. We just going to go right back. Oh, my goodness. I can't wait. That humble pie is going to be served with extra whipped cream. I promise you that, bro. I promise you that. And every loss they suffer this year, I'm going to be on their neck with my foot. They're going to hate me. They're going to hate my family. They're going to make threats. You think Ryan Day had it bad? No, the maniac is going. I'm like, yo, Johnny, I hate that maniac dude you have on the show. Then when they come to Maze Man show and we cooking, yo, I would never watch this show. I'm going to flame them because you know what? At the end of the day, humble is coming, bro. And they need that. Right? They need that. Well, look at them. All they do is talk about us. Well, you sure? Look at all the Ohio State's media. Everything is Michigan. Everything is Michigan. So I'm going to tell you this. You couldn't beat a 7-5 Michigan team, like we said, right? With a Mickey Mouse quarterback, with Colston Loveland being out. You mentioned it, Dom. We had the 300th offense, and there's only 100 and something teams in D1, and we had the 300th ranked offense, and y'all couldn't still beat us. I don't care what was the game plan. I don't care the philosophy, but no, y'all could have ran 2 plays and should have beat us by 5 touchdowns, and you couldn't. Bro, at this point, it's mental. Michigan has OSU's number. Are they going to win a game? Of course. This is a rivalry. They're going to win eventually, but it's not coming no time soon, gentlemen. And so OSU fans, they better embrace it, bro. Yeah, get used to beating Northwestern and Rutgers and these guys, because Michigan, you're not going to beat. I don't care how you're going to need Jeremiah Smith's on defense if you're going to beat Michigan, and that's not going to happen. Michigan is recruiting elite on the offensive line, and Michigan continues to bully them. Their D-line this year is 3 to 4 deep on every position on the D-line. Listen, man, good luck to all these other schools this year. I'm telling you, the only thing Ohio State better pray for that Michigan loses is in the courtroom to the NCAA, because if we win that, then forget it, guys. Don't it's easy work come November. I promise you that. And I'm signing up.
That's how pathetic these Ohio State fans are. There's one thing to joke around about Connor Stallions and stealing signals. Like, stealing signals is some reason why we rushed for 929 yards against their defense the last 4 years. I don't know how hand signals comes into play with that, but that's all fun and games. What's really disgusting is that these a-holes want to pull this Weiss thing and make fun of it and stuff when there are victims there, and what he did was heinous, and it's really disgusting. And they want to have fun and games about it. They want to joke about it. It's disgusting. But last thing for you, Johnny.
Yes, sir.
When I watch the game, sir, Herb Street, no volume. Gus Johnson, no volume. I watch the game silent. I can't listen to them. But is there anything better, Johnny? Especially, I'll use last year as an example, where you have Mr. World Famous. I'm not a Buckeye fan, but I certainly cheer for him during the games. Gus Johnson, who about needed to change his underwear after Jackie Sawyer intercepted that ball. And then at the end of that game, just him and Klatt pouting and just unprofessional crybabies. There's nothing better than that. Enjoy, fellas. It's coming again this year. 17, Johnny. You heard it here first, sir.
Hey, Dom.
Marmar.
Hey, what's up, Dom? Hey, listen. So doing that broadcast when Gus said all that, Joe Klatt was really defending us though, but he had to be careful on how he was defending Michigan. If you pay attention, if you go back and rewind and watch the end of it, when Gus said, it started when Gus said, Sharon Moore didn't have to cheat this time. Like, bruh.
If you go back, Marmar, when we lost to Michigan State 3 years ago, I cannot remember the running back's name, but he had like a
Kenneth Walker.
Yeah.
Walker the third.
They scored a touchdown with like 6 minutes to go in the game, and Gus Johnson was just, going crazy. And it's there's something wrong there, but I can't stand them. I hate them all. I hate Ohio State. Go blue. That's all I have for you. Marmar, I love you, brother. Johnny,
I love you too, brother, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Dom. What up, Garrison?
Oh, so I was
Hey, Garrison.
Right?
Hey, Garrison, you golf?
Yeah.
Okay.
Garrison's distinguished. He don't mind going back nine, you know what I'm saying? Drinks, riding, walking,
cigar, weed,
Facts.
That's what I'm saying. Don't knock.
Facts. I ain't mad at I seen your picture and I said, you golf? Okay.
Nah, Garrison, I got a good analogy since you're a golfer. That game versus Michigan was supposed to be an easy par 3. You ended up hitting a triple bogey, but you end up winning the tournament. So you know that triple bogey is still in the back of your mind after that tournament. But you won the tournament.
I don't think Tiger Woods thinks about his bad rounds after he wins the Masters.
So are you Tiger Woods now?
Been dead.
Well, we are that car crash. We are
y'all just a conniving.
You'll never be the same after that tree, buddy.
So, couple things. Johnny, I don't know if you saw. I had dropped a link in there, right?
Mm-mm.
All right, so I dropped the link in there. I said Mar should do his Googles. So I
I did see that.
Yeah, I want to read this headline out to you because you know, a guy the same. Like I know you guys think Ohio State fans are very arrogant. That's fine. I can understand that.
The Ohio State arrogant?
Let me ask you this, Garrison.
Hold on one second,
your fan base don't think?
You said what?
Y'all don't think y'all arrogant? You and your fan base don't think that?
No, I'm arrogant.
Okay.
There we go. Some of y'all are fine.
Same way Ohio State fans, we think you guys have a holier than thou thing. You guys think that you guys don't do things. You guys think that you're just Jesus Christ, basically. And you, Marmar, you talked about Ohio State.
No.
Hold on, Marmar. You talked about Ohio State fans sending death threats. I want to read you this. Jim Harbaugh on threatening tweet directed at him by former player is a serious matter. That happened to him by a Michigan player. So, because I was like, damn, I could have swore that happened to Jim Harbaugh not too long ago. That was 2018. So, listen, I get, I heard what Dom had to say, and I get why, how you guys may not like Ohio State people. I get how you may not like I'm from Michigan, but you may not like Ohio people. You may feel the way you feel, but there's no point in going around acting like you are just some rabbit loving, rainbow loving, playing in the playing.
Now, no rainbow.
Clearly, you have. See, you're mad. You were talking about the fans, Marmar. I just brought up a player from the University of Michigan that was sending death threats, multiple death threats to Jim Harbaugh. Another thing, the Ryan Day underachieving again.
But did he threaten his kid to where the kid had to be escorted to the
Wait.
No, it didn't. Y'all not threatening the kids though. Y'all threatening to kill the son.
Marmar, you're
different.
Marmar, you're pushing the goalpost.
I'm pushing the goalpost. It's a threat.
You just told me that Michigan fans and Michigan people and Michigan men don't threaten the life of their head coach.
You said no. You just said a player though. I said fans. As you said fans.
What's worse?
I didn't say players.
Wait, what's worse? What's worse? A fan doing it or a former player?
It's both bad.
Okay, then stop. Wait, if you agree with me on that, that's all bad. What I'm saying to you stays true.
But it's extreme when you threaten his kid. It's extreme when you taking it to the kid. The kid don't have nothing to do. The kid don't have. No, that's not the goalpost. Listen, when you bring kids into it, I don't care who it is. It's wrong to threaten anybody. But but when it comes to kids, because I have kids, it's a different level. No. Because you try to use that analogy. No, I'm not arguing. I'm just saying you're using that analogy to say a player threatened Harbaugh. Okay.
Wait, stop. That's not an analogy. That's a fact. That's not an analogy. That's a fact.
And it's a fact that your fan base threatening his kid. There's a kid involved. Harbaugh didn't need no police to escort him. He took care of that threat.
Marmar, you're being disingenuous. It wasn't fans going after the kid. It was their kids were getting mocked and yelled at by kids in their own school. It wasn't people going out of their way, like a grown-ass adult going out of their way to threaten his son on X or Twitter or anything like that. They were getting hazed by kids in their own school. So again, you're pushing the goalposts and you're making something up that's not true and you're lying. Again, I just told you.
I'm lying.
Yes, Mama. I just told you that I agree with you that it's all too far. That no one should be threatening anybody. No coach should be getting death threats. I have always felt this way. Always felt this way.
He had to throw the coach in there, bro.
Marmar. When I sit here and tell you that you are correct, that Ohio State fans are wrong in doing that, and I sit and you sat there and said Michigan people don't do that. Well, let's say what you said, fans. I'll bring you up something worse. Their own damn player. So again, I don't I don't mind the joking and stuff, but eventually what becomes like what you just did earlier, what Dom just did in the last 5 minutes, you sit there and you take personal attacks on the rivalry, you say it can all be about football. Dom's go ahead. I'll shut up for you, Wolverine baller. Go ahead. It's okay. Like I know how your chat is, Johnny. I'll let it be. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, bruh, you put up a player. I'm still on that. They still was threatening his kid. Nobody. Hey, listen, they ain't going detail who was threatening his kids.
Hold on, Marmar, you gotta restart your phone or something because it's popping every time you talk. It's popping. Like you gotta restart it or something because it's gonna.
My Wi-Fi. It's raining, man. It's messing up the Wi-Fi. I'm sorry.
Restart whatever you watching this on. Try to restart it.
Okay.
Yo, is Garrison froze?
No, I'm here.
Oh.
I'm just listen. I'm not gonna argue with anybody today. I know how disrespectful your chat is, and they can do what they want to do. So.
Disrespectful,
bro. They hate you. I mean,
I know. I know. Listen. I know, and I have no intention, and I truly don't care enough to go after them. So,
Garrison, disrespectful will be getting your ass out of here, like it will happen to us in the OSU chat. Let's not do that.
Who did that to you? Who did that to you? Wait. Who did that to you in the OSU chat?
I don't go. What do you mean?
I know. So I'm asking, but you said that happens. Who did?
I've seen instances of it happen to other people.
Okay, and I can sit here and tell you, and brother, I can sit here and tell you that just a few. And Maze Madman he will agree. He will tell you this is true. Just a few days ago, I got moderated in the in his chat, and all I said, and you know what was funny about it? The reason I got moderated and kicked out of the chat is because I said I think Marshall is better than Justin.
Okay, that's crazy. I mean, that's
no. Wait, and then wait. That wasn't the first comment. Then they moderated me after I said this. Bryce Underwood should start this season. Do what Michigan State did. Throw him out there, and I promise you, this sophomore season, you're gonna see some changes.
West End? No, I'm sorry. I had to address this chat. What do you mean? Who's West End? That's the neighborhood in Atlanta.
That's crazy.
All right, go ahead.
But that's what I got moderated for. So, like I said, like I'm not gonna sit here and like do all that. I have no interest in doing that with anybody.
Hey, we got some overzealous mods. I mean, I don't think you should have been moderated for that at all. That's crazy. But
no, sometimes people get mad, and they get mad, and then they start modding people that shouldn't be.
Yeah. Or they say things to people that have no idea who they would never say that to in person.
No, yeah. Everyone, I think, these days has a tendency to get over emotional with everything, especially when it comes to sports. And I think it's easy to lose sight. It's like, guys, these are like 18, 19 to like 23-year-old players playing like for our entertainment. It's easy to lose sight of that and get emotional. And I mean, I'm guilty of it too. But it's like, still got to keep that perspective, I think.
Yeah.
But
so what else you got?
There's something else I wanted to, because Johnny, as I listen to you, Johnny, I write things down. By the way, guys, someone said this about Zach Smith isn't a Buckeye fan. I don't know if anyone like I saw. Who said that?
Zach is a Buckeye fan.
Was it no? He is an Ohio State Buckeye fan. Like I think people actually don't know that about him. Like he's not a Buckeye.
He was a coach.
He was a coach. He's not a fan. Like people say,
there is a difference.
And then
who are we talking about? Zach Smith?
Yeah, he's not an Ohio State fan,
bro.
No, bro, I don't know how to tell you this. He's not.
I mean, I guess
you think he's an Ohio State
former coach.
Garrison, we're doing technicalities here.
No. Wait. Look, bro, I don't think you understand. I don't think you understand. He was at Florida before Ohio State. He was with Urban before that.
He's an Urban guy.
He's bro. Just because you coach at Ohio State, Tony Alford is not an Ohio State fan. He's coached at Notre Dame, Ohio State, and Michigan now. You get what I'm saying?
Question. Do you think that Zach Smith roots for the Buckeyes on Saturdays?
I would assume so, yeah. But it's like
then we're doing
bro. Wait. I'll give you an example.
Definitely roots for him. I watch Minister Sports like every day.
But bro, you can root for I root for Bryce Harper, which means I root for the Phillies. I'm not a Phillies fan.
Okay, that's that. Well,
no, but he roots for the Buckeyes. Like he is a fan of Ohio State now.
I don't think he's like me, Richie, or Doreen. He's not a Buckeye fan.
Are you saying it because he's critical of the program sometimes?
No. There's nothing wrong being critical. I have no problem with I have no problem with him being critical. I think that it's good to be critical. I mean, let's be honest here. Most of your guys' channels aren't that critical of your program, but he's not a Buckeye fan.
Well, and then you can come to Johnny's channel and say that.
And then, well, do you think Tony Alford is a Michigan fan?
I mean, now.
No. Do you think he is a Michigan fanatic?
I mean, I hope so. He's a coach.
I don't understand. Doreen is in the chat. I know she knows. Didn't his grandpa coach at Ohio State? Zach Smith.
Mm-hmm.
He's a Buckeye.
Not Grant. What was his grandpa?
He's a Buckeye.
It's like grandpa. Like he's not a Buckeye fan.
Yes, he is. I've watched too much.
You just asked Doreen
he's a fan of them.
Wait. But what did Doreen say?
If he's not a Buckeye
he's
fan,
not. Then
he's
she
a
said,
grifter then, because he does a. Come on, bro. He does a Buckeye.
You can still be a fan and be unbiased.
Again. Just because someone goes somewhere.
What? Where was this leading?
Oh no! I was just pointing that out. I'm just fact checking. And then, again, remember I was talking about just how we see like the holier than thou thing. So he brought up the Weiss thing and how Ohio State fans have been bringing that up, right? Now I'm gonna let you know this right now. I'm not gonna be the Ohio State fan that sits here and tries to like encapsulate the fan base with it. I think that's disgusting. I think that's nasty. I don't think you guys as fans have anything to do with this. Nothing.
Okay, well, hold on, because you done got me confused now. So, is West Quad a fan?
I'm looking at his emblem.
He played for Michigan.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
He's an alum, so that's just his emblem because he's an alum.
What's that guy to do with?
We talking about. You got me confused because we with Zach Smith. He was a former coach.
Zach Smith was never. I'm sorry. Did Zach Smith play on the field for Ohio State?
Well,
is about the same.
Ohio State degree?
What's the difference? You coaching for him? You won a natty with him?
Wait. You don't think there's a difference between being a coach for a few years at Ohio State, knowing that knowing that you would leave Ohio State for a better opportunity, than a player who's playing for the university?
Well, no, wait a minute. A better opportunity. If
Aaron Nolan just left for a better opportunity.
I wouldn't call South Carolina a better opportunity.
It is if you can play.
Wait a minute.
Just because you can play early does not mean it's a better opportunity.
If I can get on the field for it, that is the biggest opportunity. I can't get on the field at Ohio State. That's not a good opportunity.
Just because a job is willing to pay you more early does not mean it's a better opportunity.
Garrison,
If
if
I can't
Zach
get on the
Smith
field
was
for
an
Ohio State,
fan,
going somewhere else is the best
No.
opportunity.
if he wasn't a
That's a
fan,
fact.
bro, he would be coaching somewhere right now instead of running a Buckeye
No,
centric podcast.
No, bro. Well, no, actually, he does this because he makes much more money than he did as a coach.
Okay, I mean, and that's fair. But
So what you said was not true. So what you said was not true. Like he said this before. He said he could coach if he wanted to. He's making too much money.
I was just trying to see where we saying because
No,
I fan because he played for Michigan, but you get what I'm saying?
I don't think a coach who has been to other places, who's only got a place for a few years and could easily go take and would like to go take a job somewhere else if he could, is not the same as a young man bleeding and sweating for a program for 4 years, playing bowl games for that team for 4 years, being like just that's what he knows from the age of from high school on, and then has a degree from there. I don't find it to be the same thing.
I think it's a little bit
the same way.
I might not have liked Ohio State.
Johnny, I'll tell you this: West Quad. I believe West Quad to be a Michigan man. I don't think Michigan fans are Michigan men, and in fact, they're not. So like, I just because like Michigan men, for a lot of people that don't know, because I'm from the state of Michigan, I know these things. My best friend Bryce Sack, his dad is a graduate from there. A Michigan man is someone who's played for the University of Michigan or has graduated from there. That's what that is. So like like that, I wouldn't call Tony Alford a Michigan man. He's not a Michigan fan.
Fair enough.
We're talking about Zach though.
Zach's
ties in Ohio run deep.
Yeah, so
he's not
a fan.
I
feel like we're getting bogged up in the weeds.
We are. I try to leave him alone.
I'm gonna agree to disagree.
I try to leave him alone.
I'm gonna agree to disagree because I watched Dak. I watched so much of that show.
I know you.
Zach's a fan of Ohio State. I don't care what anybody says. He's got love for Ohio State, just the same way he has love for Florida. But he hardly ever talks Florida. But he shows plenty of love.
It's not as popular to talk Florida football as it is to talk.
No, I get that, but I watch so much of him. I see that he actually has love. He's a fan of Ohio State. You can see it if you watch him enough. It's obvious. But we can do. Let's move on.
I was just saying because I want to know your guys' thoughts on the whole situation. So, but like I said, I don't like I know there's Ohio State fans out there that are like trying to like somehow pin this Matt Weiss thing on Michigan fans. I'm not one of those people. I can't. I wouldn't do that. But I wanted to know your guys' thought though, because like you guys know who Josh Shinsky is, correct?
The Wolverine.
Yeah, beat writer from Michigan. Yeah. So in 2023, he said that this would not become a federal case. He thought that it was nothing, and I think like a lot of Michigan fans did also. But of course, it is a federal case. But do you when you guys see the situation? Do you guys understand where some fans get upset when they think sometimes you guys try to protect your people and you like the holier than thou thing? Like you guys understand that?
Oh, fair enough. But I'll say about this.
Oh yeah.
The whole when it comes down to like all these things, yeah, bro, we definitely got some fucking smut on our reputation now, where it was pretty pristine before. I'll say this: we gotta do a 10 times better job of fucking of like doing our due diligence and finding out about these coaches before they enter the program. Like we've done a terrible, and like I said, I think that the thing with that was initially pretty much just Harbaugh going off of knowing people and not doing his due diligence. I know you couldn't be a fucking bad guy. So I hope going forward that Sharon does everything within his rights to make sure that we're not hiring fucking scumbags.
Yeah, I mean, and I'll be fair because I've criticized Urban Meyer plenty in the past for some of his hires. Like Harbaugh is definitely he's not an innocent guy for sure, and like a lot of times, we as Michigan fans will sometimes use the word quirky. Like like we'll use the word quirky to describe Harbaugh. Even the players have done that. It's like, man, you can tell that he's not necessarily worried as much about the character as long as these guys can coach. But even with Weiss, he's the one that cost us the TCU game.
Yeah, he was horrible. He was the third and short and red zone coach, and we struggled in all those.
The Philly special.
Oh my God, yeah.
But this is my take on this. And when it first happened, whether he went fed or not, my opinion was he's doing something shady, doing grimy stuff. Get him out of here. It's just simple as that. To me, I don't get so tied into this stuff. Get him out of here. He's a clown, whether it went fed or not. Now, when it came out how big it was, I knew he was up to some grimy stuff when it first came out. I touched on it, moved on. This is 2 years ago, you know?
Yeah.
But when it came out, he's got thousands. Then it was like, okay, this dude was a real scumbag. But, you know, what am I supposed to do? You know?
Mm-hmm. No, I agree with you guys. Like, it's just for reference, because I know people here think that I'm just Ohio State biased and I won't say anything wrong about them. Just a few years ago, Ohio State had a situation with a teacher, professor, who was doing nasty things. And like on my personal Facebook, I went out and called that crap out. It's wrong. It's nasty, you know. And I feel like I wouldn't say like Michigan fans are necessarily defending the action, right? I don't think that's going on. But I think what it is just like when people go, I know we did this, but what about, you know? Every time people do that, I get completely angry.
No, whataboutism is completely like inappropriate in this situation. We gotta clean our own house. Like I said, going forward, we can't make any missteps when it comes to hiring. They have to be fucking pristine people, which is impossible, but as close as possible. We gotta get some B pluses. You can't find an A plus person, bro. Everybody has faults, but we gotta get some B pluses.
And what Matt Weiss was doing, what Weiss was doing, that's not something that you're just going to find out easily. If you're a hacker, you use the term hacker because nobody knows you're doing it. Nobody knows you're that good at getting into somebody's private internet stream or emails, or that's why you're good at it. They're called hackers. So you don't know. If you knew, everybody would know because you're a hacker. He's been hacking emails. That's not something you're going to find out until it's already been put on paper. And I know it wasn't put on paper when he first got hired. And this isn't to make an excuse. It's just logic.
Right. I think he had people working for him.
You get what I'm saying?
It said he went through 100. It said he went through 150,000 emails. Or hacked. I think he had people working for him.
He might have been. That's not a one-man operation. Clearly,
you get what I'm saying?
That shit don't work.
It's not like he was just. It's not like he was just a dumb dude. That's what I'm saying.
I'll tell you what's like.
But
either that on his
intellectually,
he was really
intellectually dealing with computer software, he's pretty smart at it. Obviously.
I'll tell you what. So I have a friend who's an AD, right, at a high school. Their mentor is actually Ward Manuel. Okay. So I was asking my friend about when you have a situation like this, because what I referenced for them was like just some of the other situations that have gone on over the last few years for Michigan, like on the staff, right? And so like I asked her like what leads to these things, and this was and I wrote it down so I could bring this to you guys, because she told me, you know, you have a AD of staff compliance and an AD of student success, and that those two should be doing vetting twice removed from the admin. She goes, usually when things happen like this, she goes, either the head coach has no respect for the admin, and they said they don't think it's that, because they do believe, like I believe Jim Harbaugh has respect for Ward Manuel as just simply as guys that are, you know, Michigan men, and they play football there, right? So it's not that. Then said that it's either that you surround yourself with the wrong hires. Clearly, it's not the wrong hire, because hey, you won a national championship, right? You won the Big Ten 3 years in a row. I wouldn't call those the wrong hires. And then she said the third option is you give the head coach too much power. And she said that's probably what it was. What do you guys say to that?
the third option, the head coach is too much. Like I said, the shimmy thing was so easy, bro. There's
Oh, yeah.
no way you don't scour social media to make sure that this dude ain't a bit of a, I can't even like. I don't know. I'm not going. He said some wild stuff, but you can't have that in the program. So you got to at least that one is the easiest one. Of the ones that we've had, of the situations we had. That's the easiest to say no. Don't hire this guy. But being Bo's son, Jim didn't even do his due diligence. And
do you really owe Bo? Do you really owe him?
No, I wasn't saying we owe. I was saying because he was Bo's son, he didn't do his due diligence. We're not about to rehash that. We already know.
Oh no.
We already know. Great coach. Questionable morality.
and you know what, bro? And that's a lot of coaches.
Right. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, you're right.
Like I saw someone talk about like did the whataboutism with Urban Meyer, but no, my friend, I'm sorry because Ron said I don't speak for every Buckeye, so let me speak for myself. We know Urban's a POS, right. But he's our POS. Yeah, he makes questionable hires. Yeah, he likes to go to the bars and flirt. Likes to
kick players.
He likes to kick.
Look.
Come on, yeah.
Garrison, I was so disappointed because I read his book before he started coaching Ohio State, and I'm thinking he's some fucking stand-up guy. And to come to find out, what did I read this book for? This book is bullshit.
Bro,
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Right, hey Johnny, I did play myself, bro. No, Urban played me.
Oh wait, Johnny, you didn't play my clip.
Garrison's intro.
What can we say about this guy? The ancient Romans had a word for it. Asshole.
Hey, nice.
Yeah, but outside of that, just some fun stuff. Like for you guys as a program, right, and like current team. What are give me like 2 players on each side that you guys are like excited to see? And you can't say Bryce Underwood, and you can't say Sean Benny.
Go ahead, Mar.
I want to see Etta on the defense, and then I want to see Hanson on the offense.
Go ahead, West Clark. Go ahead, James.
Yeah, sorry about that. I would probably say like Mason Curtis on the defense, and then I do want to see Jordan Marshall because I feel like he can really build this year. See what kind of foundation he can establish.
All right, I'm gonna throw a wild card out on offense. Brady Prieskorn on offense. I think he could be with that guy that made that unfortunate decision and going to Happy Valley. He's gonna be what we thought he was gonna be for our offense at tight end. And I'm gonna stick with my guns, bro. They don't give the deuce out to just anybody. So I'm gonna stick with what's my man from Virginia?
Earls?
Shamari Earls. Yeah, I don't know why I was drawing a blank. Yeah, man, I think Shamari Earls is gonna play early on defense.
Corner, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
The one we got from Georgia.
Like he's like what? He's like 6'2", 6'3".
Yep. Already 200 plus pounds.
I wouldn't even say I want to see him. I guess I'm looking for TJ Guy to take that next step. I'm looking for 8 and up sacks. Take that next step. You waited your time. Now it's your turn to step in and lead the way and make it hell for teams on third down. So TJ Guy, I'm looking for a big year. Yep. And I gotta say Marshall, that Bama game, the way he ran and the way his body looked, and now you got a whole offseason to even get better, get bigger, get stronger, get faster. and put the work in, I'm looking for Marshall. I think Marshall gonna be a stud. If that offensive line is even slightly above average, I think he's gonna be ready to put up some numbers.
No, for sure.
Hey, just to piggyback off you, Johnny, I think along with I know you only had so many numbers, but along with TJ Guy, you may as well just throw Derek Moore out there as well at the other end.
Yeah, him too. They should both be coming around those edges and creating havoc. Both of them.
Meet
honestly.
me there, beat me there.
Exactly.
What about you, Garrison? Since you love the Wolverines, so what? Go ahead, give us a
No. I love college football. I guess if I have some guys, I'm interested in seeing on your team. I mean, does that little 5'2" wide receiver still play for y'all?
Why do y'all hate Samaj so much?
No, hey, I understand why they
y'all
hate
gotta
Samaj.
stop.
Samaj got a lot of mouth.
That's his name. That's his name.
Samaj hate, bro.
Samaj got a lot of mouth, bro. I understand why you would hate Samaj as an opposing.
Hey, a lot of hate and no touchdowns and no yards. No, I would say well, my favorite player on your team is Andrew Sprague. I think Andrew Sprague is after Bryce, probably the most talented player on your offense. Due to his at his position. Hogan Hansen.
Okay.
Because I want to see just how his development has gone. He's taken that leap to be one of the next great Wolverine tight end. On your defensive side, I guess I'll say not Barham, but
Hausman,
because I want to see if he puts it all together this season.
I need 100 plus out of him.
Yeah, I think that he might fight for an All-American year. Definitely top all Big Ten this season, first team or second team. And then I would say TJ Guy too. No, I lied. Jair Hill.
Okay.
And it's because and it's not so much that I'm excited to see him. It's because I've never been a believer of him. Don't think he's that good. and I want to see if he can actually this is junior season, right?
Yep.
Year 3 put together. Because I always say by your junior at the start of your junior season, once you're done with your sophomore season, whatever you were ranked as or how many stars you had, I don't care about anymore. You are far removed from you're closer to graduating than you are to getting those stars back. So yeah, I'm really interested to see not Samaj can't, he sucks. If Jair Hill can actually take that leap.
Y'all need to let that
I think Jair Hill could take that leap that I don't think someone like Samaj could. So
y'all need to let that Samaj hate go. Yeah,
hey,
we
bro.
won and he talked about y'all. Come on.
I'm trying to think who would be the Samaj more of Ohio State, all time. What player can you not?
No, name someone on our team right now. Who's Samaj?
Right now,
CJ Hicks.
No.
I mean, he don't talk a lot, but I can't pronounce his name. Grabby from Ole Miss.
Oh, Iggy Diddy.
He's not as good as y'all think he is.
Hey, but well. Here's the thing, my guy. Edwin Nelson was a freshman All-American. He came. Samaj came and say that.
Fair enough.
I don't. Iggy's an all Big Ten player. I don't know what Samaj. He had a sexy mom. I don't know. I don't bro. Samaj Morgan, bro. And Johnny's right. Johnny is correct. Had he not did what he did after the game his freshman season, and I think in the game he had less than 5 yards. I think no one would talk about him. Us Ohio State fans would leave him alone.
All of y'all hate him.
Alone.
You, Josh, Ron from Best Damn Media, all of y'all hate this dude.
Like dude talks like he's from Detroit, bro. You went to West Bloom, man. Hold up, bro. Like hold up, bro. Like it's like, oh my mama, bro. You are.
Hey, you know how that works, Gary. So just because you go to West Bloomfield, don't mean you weren't born and raised in Detroit.
He talks like he went to King. Like,
my mama did. On my mama.
Bro, hold on. Like, there's people like my mom who went to, bro, Cass Tech not Cass Tech, but what's that school called? Finney High School don't even exist anymore. That's what my mom went on the east side of Detroit. Samaj, you are not that. You are not. You would think he was from Sag Nasty or Flint the way he talked. Like,
yeah, or look, my mom with the Persian, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and then you got the nerve to come out with the next season with 0 yards and 0 catches.
Hey, that wasn't his fault, bro. We had lackluster quarterback. We'll find. Look, this will be the season where you can come back after this game. If he doesn't produce after this game, you can say what you want,
bro. I know for a fact that we could have given you your eligibility back, and you would have done that.
Oh man,
like, bro, I'm in my 40s, bro.
hey, so Terrell Owens.
Damn, you really look okay. That just lets me know you really don't like Samaj Morgan.
Bro, I can sit here and tell you that's the only. Like, I mean this with my whole heart. That's the only player I dislike on your team.
No, hey, and fair enough. I can 100% understand from even as a Michigan fan, I can understand why you wouldn't like dude. He's
what about Marvin Harrison Jr.?
He's mouthy as hell. I get it. But
y'all
don't even have nobody that's
water.
Talking like that.
Molly Water.
Mine would be Jack Sawyer. He gone now. So
dang man, you don't like Captain Jack?
Hey, come on now.
Oh God,
we're not about to rehash this.
You need to stop.
You know why I don't like Jack
Sawyer.
Sawyer.
On his face. You don't like Captain Jack.
you don't like Mr. Natty Champ? That's crazy.
Oh God, I hate that they got you that daddy boy because they would have went out so sad.
Ooh, I needed that boy.
Hey, listen. Hey,
I hate it, bro. Because every time you bring them up, I could talk about JTT underachieving, Jack Sawyer. I could talk about Ransom. All of them. I could talk about the underachievers.
But then they got that ship,
man.
Bro,
Jack,
Jack
going for you don't hit so hard no more.
Bro, because this is why I tell them, right? Like it was like a month ago, I had a conversation with our whatever you want to call it, with the Michigan man, and I said, you want to know what the difference is between because this is the first Ohio State class to not beat Michigan in a long time, like a long time, a 25-year plus. So I was like, I get it. You can say the 0-4 thing, but let me ask you this. And actually, I might be getting towards your years, West Quad. I said, guys like Mike Hart, Chad Henne, Jake Long, they're 0-4 too.
Yeah.
No national champ.
No, it's all good. No, the 0-4 thing just works because it's his name, so it sounds funny. But no, I got a Chad Henne and a Mike Hart jersey, so those hurt me more than anybody. No, it's not a Chad Henne anymore. It's a who's gonna be number 7 this year, and I got a Jair Hill.
Well, you have a Jair Hill jersey?
No, it's just number 20. You know how it goes.
No, that's a Jair Hill jersey.
Did he change his number, West Quad?
Who's that?
Jair Hill.
I think it's still 20. I don't like 20 as a corner. I mean, that's Mike Hart's number, bro.
35. Yeah, they have 35 because he got.
That's discipline right there. That's an awful number.
Yeah, he got in trouble.
That is an awful number for a cornerback.
Yeah, what happened, bro? Okay, so because Johnny, I think me and you kind of hinted towards it when it happened, but what happened?
Hey man,
When I saw him with that
internal
ugly ass
discussion.
number, I said, "Boy, what did you get a D? Did you fail class?"
Yeah,
Bro,
35 is nasty, bro.
and that's the position where it's known wide receiver corner. You trying to be fresh out there. That's one thing
Right.
you gonna do.
Yeah.
And what you're not gonna be is fresh.
What'd you
Bro,
say? I don't know. Go ahead.
Bro, no, I remember my freshman year, bro, at corner. They gave me 44, bro. I said never again.
Bro, you look so
Never
it
again.
looks weird. It just looks so weird. I want that 21, one of them, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pretty much all of those. I'll take any of them.
I'm sorry, unapologetic. I'm born and raised Grand Rapids, Michigan.
You don't know about that sag nasty.
Yeah,
You don't know
I'm
about
right
this-
over here, baby. Hey,
you
sagging
don't know
up,
about-
all right.
You don't know about that sag nasty. You don't
Man,
know about
I'm
Lamar
here.
Woodley and Charles Rogers and my cousin. Shout out to Draymond Green. That's fam.
Hey, but it's so crazy being me sometimes because like I'm like John, you know, I'm as big as the Ohio State fan as it gets. I got a tattoo right here with a 10-point buck skull that says Michigan made. Don't get it twisted. Like I'm from the state of Michigan.
Yeah, that's why I tell everybody you love Michigan.
I just don't cheer for the
Facts.
snap in Ann Arbor.
Facts. Yeah. He know everything about our offense and defense. Come on, man.
Like I said, bro, if Godzilla came to Ann Arbor, I wouldn't think twice.
Don't think like that. You love that whole state. You love that whole state. So are you coming? Are you coming to the spring game?
Yes, I am. I'll be. Are you guys going Teach?
What's that?
You guys will be in the house, right?
Yeah, the Airbnb.
Yeah, I'll be with you.
And what
Me
you
and
call?
me and Bryce are going.
Got you.
By the way, my boy Bryce, everybody, check it out soon. I don't know the details yet, and as soon as I get them, I'll actually put the news out on my channel. I'm sure Josh TJ will too. But there's a Voice College Football has a new Michigan show coming soon on Sundays, and two guys I know will be on there, and Bryce is going to be one of them. So
that's what's up.
Make sure everyone check that out. I'm not sure when it drops, but yeah. No, Richie, my dad actually went to Fair State here in Michigan. You guys know what that is, and then he went to Ohio State and graduated there. And Burks. Nothing. Hey, you know what, Burks? You can have that. I don't have time for the crime. You can have that. I ain't got time for it. I love Detroit. Hey, shout out to Legends in Detroit. Shout out to Legends. Good money, good dancers, good ribs. So my fault, Johnny.
What the
Hey, you talking Michigan? Hey,
so funny.
You can't get mad at that. You talking about the state?
Hey, he said good ribs.
Hey, Mark like that. He say, you say, he say, invite Garrison to the barbecue. I like
that. I got some places on 8 Mile I go to, man. Boy.
Yes, sir.
Hey, so, bro, you a trip.
They flying through the air.
So you know Garrison was a what you call it in the Navy.
Oh yeah,
military. We know y'all.
Yeah, I know.
Y'all get to
it.
Yeah.
Hey.
They gotta pay for it.
Hey,
yeah, they had to pay for it.
I'll tell the chat here, y'all. I'll tell the chat here, y'all, a funny story.
Hey, so Johnny, he had to pay for it.
I had a dude, not me, but we have a Marine. I know a few Marines. I know a lot of Marines in it, but especially in Hong Kong. But I remember. So when we're at the tail end of our deployment, right, and we stop in Hawaii, and one of my homies, he was on restriction for 60 days, right? So that means he was in trouble. Had to only wear his military uniforms, couldn't wear anything else. But he got restriction in Hawaii. And we said, man, what you want to do? He said he wanted to go to Booty Club. So we took him. Bro, I took maybe a 6-year hiatus away from that. I think combined through 6 of us, we spent, mind you, we were in the Middle East, and we were in the Middle East. Like, me being from Michigan, I don't get city tax or state tax, but we in the Middle East, I don't get federal taxes. So for like 5 months, I was getting untaxed dollars. We all were. Man, we get to the Hawaii, man, we get to the club. We spent like, I think $8,000.
Garrison, my thoughts on you might have just changed because you just called it the Booty Club.
Yeah. Like,
you
bro,
just got 10 plus bonus points right there.
Man,
because I'm from Atlanta, the Booty Club capital of the world.
I used to be a connoisseur, but I'm saved. So
hey, I'm with you. Hey, retired. I'm retired. A veteran.
Hey, my jersey in the Raptors like I'm James Harden, though.
That's diabolical. That's diabolical.
All right. And to my best friend Steve, I wrote this down.
Oh boy, here we go.
And like I said, bro, I'm only here for peace and love. So like Steve said that he only sees, he can barely see. I wrote it down. I can barely see 2 losses. I barely see 1. We're not losing to Ohio. I don't know if Steve knows. You guys don't play the Bobcats next season. And he says we're not losing to Oklahoma. We might lose to Nebraska or a team like that. So my question is, if it's not Oklahoma, it's not an Ohio State team, what teams could Michigan lose to next season?
First of all, I said Mike. Secondly, you said you only called Ohio's the Bobcats, right? That's what you just said, right?
Yeah.
Okay. On the field, what the band they spell what word on the field? What do they spell?
Oh, they spell the state.
No. What's the name of the state? What's the name of the state?
I just told you.
Ohio. Okay. When y'all scream OHIO, what does that spell?
The state.
Okay, so you all call yourselves Ohio, so I'm gonna call you Ohio.
Fair enough. So
okay, I'm done with that. So Johnny, I'm sitting here listening. Samaj Morgan, I'm hearing him getting dunked on, and no Michigan fan is speaking. And I'm Mar this for you and Johnny. Now I'm not saying Samaj is Megatron, but on the Michigan chat, y'all ain't gonna say nothing. Y'all just sitting there. So let me ask you this. Did Samaj's 0 yards and 0 catches have anything to do with the outcome? Because it's a team sport, right? What was the team score this last year? What was the score of the Michigan-Ohio game?
13-10.
So his catches and yards meant nothing to the score, right? Because they still won, right?
Thanks.
Okay, so who now name me that Ohio fan. That Ohio player. No, wait, I'll deal with you in a minute. That Ohio player that was doing a lot of talking before the game, what was his name? That Ohio player that was talking mad noise before the game, what was his name?
Jack Sawyer.
Okay, how many sacks did he have in that game?
But all right,
so if you're gonna talk about a lack of production from Samaj, then you certainly got to bring up Captain Jack because he didn't do nothing in that game.
Conversation with you, man. Like, relax.
No, I don't want to have a conversation with you. You said some stupid stuff. I'm addressing it. I don't want to have a conversation. I never do, and we're not friends.
Chad, as you see, I'm not being confrontational.
You don't have to be, but you said Ohio. You're not the Bobcats. You all spell it. You call yourselves Ohio, so I'm gonna call you all what you call yourselves. Point blank. Period. You're called Ohio. You call yourselves that. Y'all say OHIO. That don't spell Ohio State. That spells Ohio. My mom's from there. She's from Dayton. I know how dumb y'all are. I love my mom.
I'm not Ohio, buddy.
I said the fans. I'm talking about the fans.
I agree with that. So
it's like y'all talk about Samaj Morgan, but how many Ohio players? And I'm gonna keep calling them Ohio because if y'all say that team up north of T-Thun, I'm gonna call you Ohio because it sounds dumb. If you Garrison just talked about Samaj Morgan, make sure you keep that same energy for Captain Jack, who did nothing against Evan Link. They're one of our worst offensive linemen, bro. What are you talking about?
I would like to say I stood up for Samaj, and I mentioned as a quarterback.
I ain't got to explain what's already understood. You know what I'm saying?
When I'm able to talk, I'll talk. But
no, I'm done. I'm answering my question. Don't say nothing. Answer my question.
Don't say nothing. Answer my question. What?
No, don't say nothing dumb. Answer my question.
Okay.
Talk to me about Jack Sawyer and you will say.
So
Since you got something to say.
I got you. So Jack Sawyer, I understand, like, getting the game. No, he didn't have any sacks. I wouldn't say he played. I mean, he didn't have any sacks. I mean, he did have an interception. But that an interception actually that stopped you guys from scoring in that. But that's cool. But throughout this, but again, yeah, a single player, his bad stats don't have anything to do with the win. But this is a talk about the person as a player. Jack Sawyer is without a doubt, and has always been without a doubt, better at his position than Samaj Morgan. I want to read this off to you. In 2023, Samaj Morgan, 22 receptions, 204 yards, 9.3 per, which is not good at all, actually. 2 touchdowns, a long of 35. Somehow Samaj Morgan, with 5 more catches, went 139 yards, so way less yards, 5.1 per, so damn near half the production down on average. 1 touchdown, so cut his touchdowns in half, and a long of 31.
Mm-hmm.
When I talk about Samaj Morgan, it's not because of the game. Samaj Morgan is what? Is he now 2-0? 3-0?
2-0.
No. So it's got nothing to do with that. I'm being critical of Samaj as a player. So when Samaj goes out and calls a guy like says whatever he says about Marvin Harrison, brother, you better make sure the next season that you better, or at least that season, you come out and do something. Because as far as I'm concerned, and I'll give you an example. If do you remember Cam Martinez for Ohio State?
I remember Trash, yeah.
Okay, like yeah, I mean, legendary player out of Muskegon Big Red, best football program in the state of Michigan in high school. If he was talking crap like that, the way he plays, I would sit here and tell you, sit the hell down. But at the end, but I understand you bringing up Jack Sawyer in terms of what happened in the game. But you asked if he had any sacks. He had an interception.
Okay, he had an interception. You're right. But you talk about Samaj's stats. They were running team for 1 and 2. They had Davis Warren. That cake don't bake. Try again.
Steve, would you agree that Samaj Morgan is not the same player at his position that Jack Sawyer?
I'm not agreeing with you on anything, bro. Don't ask me that because you don't answer questions, so I'm definitely not going to give you that satisfaction. Let's move on. So when you talk about Jack Sawyer's interception, what did that lead to? A 3 and out, right? Simple yes or not the 3 and out, maybe a 7 and out because they got a first down. Did it not lead to that? What did it lead to? Because they still lost the game, right?
Bro,
right? Simple yes or no. Did they lose the game? Did they lose the game?
You're talking about the team. I'm talking about.
Did Ohio lose the game? Yes or no?
Yeah.
So what did that interception mean in the grand scheme of things?
Bro, again.
What did it mean? No, answer my question. What did it mean? You brought it up. I didn't bring it up. That interception meant what?
I was talking about.
It meant nothing. I'm answering for you. It meant nothing because you don't answer questions. I'm not Johnny and them. That meant nothing. It meant no. Answer you want people to answer your questions.
Bro,
answer mine. That interception meant nothing, bro. Nothing.
I know that you're not Johnny. So
okay, answer the question then. Answer the question. You don't like answering people's questions. I'm gonna hold you to the feet to the fire. Answer my question. Answer my name is Steven. First of all, it's Steven. Don't call me that. Answer the question. What did it mean? What did that interception do for Ohio? Just say the word. Say it. Nothing. Sure. Say it, bro.
In the grant, I'm trying to answer your question.
It's very easy. It's 2 syllables, 1 word. It's very easy. Say it. Say it. Don't give me a soliloquy. Answer the question. It's 1 word. It begins with an N. It begins with an N, ends with an nothing. Say it.
Steve, I just did.
Okay, no. What? Not, okay. Moving on. I didn't hear you say it, but we're gonna move on.
Wait, Johnny. Wait, no, stop, Johnny. No. I just said the grand scheme of things.
Don't pause, Johnny.
I did not say that. I literally said that.
You said Jack Sawyer was
Let's pause. I did not say that.
He was the number 6 player in high school and he was trash until the playoffs.
Did I not say in the grand scheme of things nothing?
Exactly. So you
let's pause. Did I not say that?
Secondly, you compared Jack Sawyer out of high school to Samaj out of high school. Jack Sawyer was the number 6 player out of high school. You can't compare him to Samaj Morgan. Samaj went to a team that runs the ball and barely throws it. You talking about this? He should have said that about Marvin. Marvin got dominated pretty much in the fourth quarter. When he got all his stats in the first half, we know that we watched the game. He got one off on Will Johnson, and at the end, Rod Moore intercepted him. So he can say what he wants. You know why? Michigan won the game. Stop bitching over there and take your loss like a man.
Hey, real quick. I'm just because I'm gonna hop down after this. But first and foremost, the marathon continues. Secondly, I just came here to defend Dayton, Ohio. All right. Dayton is the birthplace of aviation. The Wright brothers from Dayton, Paul Lawrence Dunbar is from Dayton. The first speeding ticket was off.
Shut up, man. Shut up, man. I don't care about Dayton, Ohio. I told you my mama from there.
The first speeding ticket was also given in Dayton.
No, I'm just messing with you, M3.
All right, man. I'm out, bro.
I told you my mama was from there. Oh my God.
West Squad, I just want to make sure because I saw what Johnny said, but sometimes it's nice to just affirm things. Did I not answer his question and say, in the grand scheme of things, nothing?
He didn't do anything.
It took you long enough. Nothing is one word, 2 syllables.
Did I say that?
Well, Steve, if you let me answer, no, nothing is nothing.
I can't even hear him talk.
Because you always give sentences. It's a one-word answer. I don't need a sentence.
West
You said nothing, bro. You admitted to it.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
There you go. You talk to me like a man. Come on, West Quad. I told you I was coming back, Johnny. You let this fool up here so he's getting what he get. Because he said so many dumb things. I was sitting here minding my business. He got up here, and y'all got this guy.
You gotta let him respond too, though.
Let him respond. I'm gonna mute myself. Go ahead, Krusty. Go ahead. Krusty, go ahead. I'm gonna mute myself. Krusty, go ahead. You a clown.
Johnny, I just want to point out, I'm sorry, Johnny. I just want to point out to you that I'm gonna continue to do what I said earlier. I don't care to argue. I don't care to name call. I don't have time for it. Again, well, I forgot who said it earlier. Someone said Ohio State fans name call and all that. As you clearly see, I'm here to talk football, have some fun. It's all good. Another question for you guys, Johnny. No, I'm sorry. No, because I did ask a question. What game, again, because I was going based off Steve's question. If it's not the Ohio State game, it's not the Michigan game, what games do you see on the schedule that you guys can lose? How Steve said Nebraska, which other ones could you see?
I said possibly. I didn't say they could lose to Nebraska. There you go again. Right? If you wrote it down, you would have wrote that down. Garrison, boys on college football.
Bro, you need to stop. You need to stop.
All right.
Garrison.
Johnny, I'm going to choose to respect your platform. Again, I'll ask the question.
If you want to go back at him, that's on you. I'm not going.
It's not. If it's no. I'm 31. I don't got time for it.
Yeah, okay.
No, go ahead. Please do. Something like you up.
Ohio State and it's not Oklahoma. Outside of possibly Nebraska, who else could you possibly lose to?
Oh. I'm gonna have to look at the exact schedule.
I'm gonna throw USC out there. I don't think we.
That one scares me. That one scares me a little
West
bit.
Coast. I don't think we're gonna lose, but I mean, if we say possibly, I gotta throw USC out there.
Man, contrary to the belief of other people, we ain't losing. Hey, bro, I'm trying to tell y'all. Hey, listen, y'all don't even understand what's really going on, bro. We not taking no L's this year with that schedule. We not.
I mean, I believe the same, but I gotta throw out there for
I would say, I would say USC.
The games I don't think we lose, but if I gotta throw it out there, it's USC. I don't even see Nebraska. I don't believe in that Mahomes wannabe. He's a good quarterback, but hey, there's something wrong with you when you bite somebody's style that much. That's pathological.
West End, Nebraska has a good team, bro. I don't care about Rayola. They have a good team around him. USC has nobody on the offense. Nobody. I'm not worried about them. Nebraska has a solid 8-9 win type team. They're not gonna win a Big Ten championship, but they're not trash.
Fair enough.
It's because of what they did in the portal, not recruiting. They did good in the portal. I'm gonna give them that. I don't trust Matt Rule. I'm not scared of him. Matter of fact, I think it's personal because he was talking about Sharon Moore after. I think was it before the season? Like one of them years, he was talking about Michigan and stuff. So anybody who bought that sign still got to pay the pipe.
Yeah, no, he did. You're right about that.
Why don't you think he's a good coach? I'm sorry, I forgot. He doesn't answer my question.
I think he's a mid. I think he's a decent coach. I don't think he's like some world beater.
Do you think he's a better? Wait. You say he's not a world beater?
No,
bro. Did you see what he did before he got to Michigan State?
No, I'm not talking about Jonathan. Oh, I thought we were talking about Matt.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're talking about Matt Rule. I'm sorry. No, did you see what he did before he got to?
You talking about Jonathan Smith now?
Bro, he rebuilt a program to being one of the best in the nation.
You mean Jonathan Smith, right?
No, I'm talking about Matt Rule.
Oh, I mean,
like he does. Hey. He did exactly what you got. Like how you guys like. I won't say how you hold him up. But would you guys benefit Jim Harbaugh for? A lot of people do, and deservedly so, for what he did at your guys' school. He did that at a much. I'm not saying
you said at Baylor.
Yeah, like that's much harder to do.
Let me tell you why he won't be able to do that in Nebraska. Nebraska used to get a lot of kids from California. That shit ain't happening no more because USC was down at the time. Like you're not getting those low. I mean, God, God forbid I mention his name, but Lawrence Phillips, you're not getting that type of kid anymore because that is over. I mean, Will he has to show me. I mean, it's possible. USC isn't exactly up right now.
You may not know, but Nebraska is like one of the top 10, 15 schools in NIL. That's why like they did so good in the portal. They've been getting players.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, I think they're a decent team.
They got to prove it.
Like I said, 8-9, but I don't see them getting back to those glory days anytime soon. But
no. Whoa! I didn't say all that.
Okay, all right.
No, I don't see that. What do you guys think about Jonathan Smith?
He don't scare me. We talked about this a couple weeks ago.
Wait, does he not scare you, or the fact that he's at Michigan State doesn't scare you?
That part.
That Michigan State part.
Yeah. I think he's a good coach. But even Nick Saban was in over his head at State. He got out of there.
Was he? Was he in over his head though? I don't know about that one.
I mean, Michigan State wasn't like they were good, but they weren't contending for national championships.
Well, that was 90s Michigan State.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
the last time Michigan State was a national championship contender was literally 1966.
And you making my point for me, Steven.
Wait.
It's been a while.
Did Michigan State not go to the playoffs? Like, wait.
Bro. Hey, when you go to the playoffs and don't score,
let's be real. Who thought Michigan State was going to beat Alabama?
You said title contention.
They weren't a national title. Just because you got to play. But who got to the play? The 14 play. Okay, who made it last year? Texas. What 2 years? Texas. Now we'll take this year. 12-team playoff. Was Indiana a title contender? Because they made the playoff.
No.
Okay, then. Was Arizona State a title contender? Was Boise State a title contender?
In my personal opinion, like. If we talked about like 2024, right? Or 2023, just because was Texas not a national title contender? Was Washington not a national title contender?
Those four were. M State was not. They were a fraud.
Bro,
they were a fraud. Nobody took M State seriously. Nobody. That's
so,
a different.
All right, hold up. So the year after Florida State won the national title. And they went to the playoffs the next season in 2014, the first one, and got dog walked by Oregon. Was Florida State not a national title contender?
Bro, they scored.
But Florida State was better than that M State team. Yes, they were. What are we talking about? I'm not going to compare Florida State to M State. What are we talking? Nobody thought Michigan State had a chance. Florida people didn't say that about Florida State. Let's just move on. Come on, man.
I think that if you were one of the top. Especially because we have 10 years to look at now. If you are the top 4 teams in the nation, I do believe you to be in title contention. Even when we were in the BCS era, if you were the number like what West Clyde, let me know if you were because you were playing back then. if you were like a number 6 team of the nation, right? That means you
Well, no, I played
possibly
in the
had.
I played in the BCS era. Not even I played in the fall
Yeah,
era.
exactly. So that's on the BCS here, right?
Okay.
You could be a top 6 team and have 1 loss, right?
Yeah.
But throughout the season, if you weren't you in title contention? If you were consistent throughout the week, keeping yourself in a position to where you could play for that national title, understanding that there's a team at number 4 and number 2 and number 1 that could lose, that could boost you up.
Yeah, back
You're in
then,
title
yeah.
contention.
Sure.
Johnny, let me ask you a question. When my bad. Anybody in the chat, when Notre Dame made the 14 playoff and Cincinnati and M State, did y'all consider them serious national title contenders? Cincinnati, Notre Dame, and M State. Did y'all consider them teams that can win the national championship? Simple yes or no.
I mean, they were there, but you're
Okay,
right.
there it
No,
is. So they won the 14 playoff. They were not going to win the national. No matter how the chips fell, they were not going to win. I'm done.
Listen, I'll make this personal for you. This is the most embarrassing loss I've ever seen in my Ohio State life. Ohio State made the playoff. They got beat 31-0.
Clemson.
But if I asked you guys if Ohio State is a top 4 team and makes a playoff, I think we would all say that they're in title contention. They got beat 31-0.
What does it have to, I don't even. Okay, so Johnny, so if Ohio say we got a 14 playoff, hypothetically speaking, Johnny, I'm gonna give you 4 teams. Tell me which team is the fraud. The Buckeyes, Alabama, Clemson, Boise State. Who's the fraud?
Boise.
Okay, exactly. Every other team you think has a chance, right? At least a chance. Boise has no chance, right?
True.
This is common sense. I'm once again, I'm done.
I didn't know Boise State. I never knew Boise State was a Power 4 program.
Nobody said that. Cincinnati wasn't a Power 4 program. Neither was Notre Dame. What are we talking about? That's not my argument.
Is Michigan State a Power 4 program, really? I think in name only.
No. So if you actually look at over the last if you look at the quarter century, right? So we're not taking 5 years, we're not taking 8 years, we're not taking 10 years, we're taking 25 years, right? They have been a top 25 program over a 25-year span. They have been one of the top 25 programs in that 25-year span. And if you look at all time, they're top 25. If you look at the revenue that they make, they're top 20. If you look at top institutions, public institutions, they're top 20. So these are actual facts.
I mean, U.S. News and World Report or something.
What?
I mean, it is still Michigan State.
Michigan, listen, and I'm happy I'm able to. Because I'm not a Michigan fan, but I am from the state of Michigan. I get that it's easy for people to just go ahead and shit on Michigan State. Michigan State is one of the best institutions and football programs in history. That's fact. So, if we're gonna say this about Michigan State, are they a Power 4 program? Okay, well, let me ask this: hell, is Vanderbilt?
I would say the same thing about them in name only.
But Vanderbilt doesn't. But Vanderbilt isn't close to the success that Michigan State.
Well, yeah, a better state, much worse football school. Yeah.
So and Vanderbilt's better than both schools in academics. But it's just I get that it's easy, especially you guys being Michigan fans. I get that it's easy to just crap on them. At the end of the day, man, Michigan State's a top 25 program. I think the problem Michigan State has been going through, D'Antonio stayed too long, and they kept a lot. They get another situation where they give the head coach too much power, and they let him do dumb things like hire Jim Tressel's younger brother, who had no business coaching anymore. He leaves. Remember, he leaves really late, and comes Mel Tucker. Mel Tucker beats you guys. Then, listen. I think you guys would agree with me on this. No one expected Kenneth Walker III to be one of their top 3 players of all time. No, none of us expected that.
Stupid on us.
No.
And so, that happens. He goes 2-0 against you guys. Gets that new contract. Mel Tucker pays for the most expensive phone sex call ever. Gets fired. and now they have a new coach, right? So I think it's a lot of like transition. Like that would be hard for any program to go through, you know. So
for me, it's kind of a
Well,
thing of I'm not kind of worried about Michigan State until they have a generational type player, not even generational, but a really elite type player like Ken Walker and a really good defense like they had in 21. It's not even so much
I
that
think they
I'm
have. I think they
doubting
have that
them.
player.
I just don't see them on the level to where they're going to compete seriously until they do get those two things.
You don't think they have an elite player on offense?
Not right now, no.
Nick
You don't think Nick Marsh is elite?
He will be or is elite, but they still got to have pack a defense.
No. Oh,
Yeah.
that's for sure. That's for sure. But I think Nick Marsh was easily one of the top 5 freshman wide receivers last year. And easily, I mean, skill. I mean, of course, the stats are going to be there because Aiden Childs, he's going to be better this season.
I think so. He'll be improved for sure.
And that's why I think I believe Bryce Underwood should start from the get go, because like there are going to be some ugly games.
Facts.
Who cares? Who like, bro? Let him learn.
Yeah.
No, they got that's why they got Justice Haynes and Jordan Marshall. Ugly. It's gonna be ugly for the other team. That's what it's gonna be. Bryce ain't got to go 28 for 33. No, he's not there for that. And your it's like Booby Miles. Your job is to get the ball, hand it off, turn over 2 seconds. That offensive line do work. So all that he don't need to be C.J. Stroud or Justin Fields. He need to be J.J. McCarthy.
I agree with you, Steve. I don't think he has to be that. But at the end of the day, he's still a freshman. Like, I mean, look at like let's say Colt McCoy, right? Colt McCoy he came in freshman year, started for Texas. Very talented guy, one of the best quarterbacks out of high school. They didn't ask him to throw it all the time. You're still gonna have ugly games out. Like when he played Ohio State that season, he didn't throw the ball a lot. He still had an ugly game.
Look at who they lost. You can't compare that. I remember that season. They lost a lot before then, so we're not doing that.
Listen, man. I would say this: like if Tavian, I mean, first off, I only have to say Tavian. I think there are going to be games when Julian Sand has not looked the greatest. Why? It's his first year starting. He's a redshirt. He's basically a freshman for us. Like, I would say the same if Tavian St. Clair played. I'm just like, for me, maybe I'm wrong. I won't say stating the obvious. It's my opinion that for a freshman, you're going to have those ups and downs, and there's going to be a game, because it happened even with like Blake Corum. There's going to be games where like the run game is a little stifled. He's got to make some plays, right? I think it's a lot to ask a freshman quarterback to do what like a J.J. McCarthy did his junior year. That's really hard to do.
Get the ball to Marlon Klein, Hogan Hansen. It's not going to be hard. I'm not saying be JJ. I never said he had to be JJ as a junior. I never said that. I said that the team is let me say that because I didn't say this. The defense is going to make it easy for him. The offense is going to be kind of simplistic for him. He doesn't need to. I'm not expecting him, even in the first game, to go 20 of 26 for 400 yards. He don't need to. They're going to hand the ball off a lot. It don't take talent to hand the ball off. All you got to do is get it and turn around and hand it to the running back. It's very simple.
And I agree with you. But I'm saying, we both know that there's going to be situations when it's 3rd and 8, when it's 3rd and 10, when it's 3rd and 12. That's football. It's going to happen. It happens to everybody. So what I'm saying is, and I wasn't. I'm sorry. I wasn't necessarily saying that you said that he's going to be J.J. McCarthy. I'm saying that, but in those situations, J.J. was the man on 3rd down, and especially on 3rd and long, and that's what I'm saying.
J.J. had better receivers. He had better tight end. Look at his team compared to this team now. Like Andrew Marsh and what's the name? Marmar Browder. Is it Browder or Browder? Jamar Browder and McCulley. These guys are 6'5". You can't teach height. There ain't no Davis Warren out there. They throw the ball at highest peak, or just run, or do something. I'm not saying they're gonna get every 3rd down. It's not gonna be as hard as last year because Michigan has a better team around them. You got 2 6 receivers about 6'4", 6'5". Throw it to them.
Who? I know the transfer. Who's the other one?
Jamar Browder is like 6'4", 6'5".
Who's the other one?
Donovan McCulley from Indiana, the transfer. So it ain't like they're throwing the hobbits
Wait,
out there.
is that kid a freshman? Not McCulley. The other kid.
And we going after
No, he's like a junior or senior or something. Like, I don't know.
Has he
and
ever?
we going
Has he ever
after
played?
He asked Ohio if what he can do.
No, I'm seriously asking, bro. Like,
You talk about Donovan
I'm
McCulley?
asking honest questions.
You talk about McCulley?
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh no, Jamar Browner. Well, he's a true freshman or early enrollee.
All right, then.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Hey, we'll see.
Maybe next year down. Maybe next year. I mean, you got Marsh. I mean, had he said not what's the kid's name? The freshman.
Andrew Marsh.
Yeah, if you said Marsh, okay. I don't know who Browder is. Like, I don't.
All right, hey, famous last words, Garrison. When he catch that touchdown in Ann Arbor.
Yeah, Browder is Browder. I want to see Brady Prescorn. I like Brady. I know he didn't play last year. But Marlon Klein seems to have the inside track. And Hanson.
Steven, I'm on that train too. I'm on it early.
Bro, I love Prescorn. I mean, he to me is like he's got Tyler Warren potential. He can't be Tyler Warren. He can't be Tyler Warren because Penn State used him differently. But with his weight, his height, his athleticism, he's that good. He's that good. But like I said, they use Tyler Warren differently at Penn State. I'm not saying he can beat Tyler Warren, but make sure nobody misconstrues what I'm saying. I'm saying he's got that potential.
No, nothing wrong with saying that. I don't know if you listen, but I asked everyone here, and I'll ask you too. I mean, I know you don't answer my question, Steven, but I'll ask you anyways. I could ask everybody else. Like, who are the two players on offense and defense that you're excited to look at? For me personally, it's Hogan Hanson. But yeah, who? If you want to answer my question.
Well, I'm gonna go. I'll answer. So Johnny, I heard the question. So I'm gonna go. I mean, personally, I'm gonna go Giovanni El Hadi. I think this is the year he's got to get the All-America, but he's got to get there. He's been there. This is his third year starting. I think Giovanni's gonna dominate the right side, and I want to say Justice Haynes. I watched the Georgia-Alabama game like 5 times last week. They didn't use him right, but man, Justice should be used kind of like how they used Hassan Haskins. They got to use him just like that, but not starting Haskins. Haskins behind what was the guy named in 2020 that was in front of him? What was the running back's name? I forgot his name.
Was that Charbonnet?
Yeah. Use Haskins like because we know Jordan Marshall is going to be probably. I think he'll be the feature back. And Justice, 12, 15 carries a game. He's going to get you about 90, 100 yards. It's easy for him. It's easy for him. He's built real thick. He and Jordan they look the same, but they don't play the same. Jordan is that bell cow. Use him like that. Use Justice like that. He dominates. Because you should have saw this kid in high school. Lord, and behind that line, all they got to do is really replace the left guard. That's it. You get a left guard, you got it. You got it. And then Bryce can run, you got it.
I'm gonna lie. I was actually really mad about El Hadi last season. I had El Hadi being an All-American last season, actually.
Yeah, I was surprised the way he was talking. You thought he was gonna be balling, honestly.
Like Donovan.
Man,
Donovan.
See Johnny. See Johnny.
Boy.
Johnny, I couldn't help myself.
You know, it wasn't long ago I remember you used to wait in the car. And as far as I'm concerned, you should still be there.
No, play it again, Johnny. Play it again.
You know, it wasn't long ago I remember you used to wait in the car. And as far as I'm concerned, you should still be there. No, like Travion. How about that? Like Travion, like Igbenogho. I'm like not Igbenogho. What's the other dude name? I don't know. The other running back.
Ryan Williams.
No, the other one with the Judkins. Yeah, Judkins. They supposed to be all. I still look at that Michigan game. Yeah. Oh man. Whoa. They were supposed to tear Michigan up, huh? Yeah. That didn't work out too well.
true. It's true.
Y'all hit the cash app, man. Hey, Johnny, I'm gonna hit the cash app later. I'm gonna hit you on Facebook. I'm gonna drop down. But to all the Michigan fans up here, much love and respect to Garrison. Yeah, to all the Michigan fans, much love and respect, man. I'm gonna watch Daredevil again. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Yeah.
Got you, bro. I feel like y'all are starting to grow on each other. Like it's a slow. Y'all slowly starting to grow on each other. Pretty soon, y'all be like best friends.
You can suck
You want to go? You want to go play karate in the garage? Yep.
Listen, bro. If him and a dead caterpillar were hanging off of a cliff, I hope he could fly. Listen. Don't know from a can of paint. But I told you I'm gonna be nice, Johnny. I'm gonna be a nice person today. So
yeah. I mean, y'all slowly becoming cool. Ace
No.
Boone
No.
Ace Boone Coons.
Somebody, never mind. I'm about to say something crazy.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, let's go. Let's
So 12.
what you got?
I was just gonna say. I want to know. So you guys got 12-0 next season?
No, I don't think so. I think Marmar think 12-0.
As you got Marmar?
I got 16-0.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I like to hear it. I like to hear it.
Yeah,
Hey,
I don't need us.
let's go.
I don't need us to go undefeated in the regular season. I mean, if we do, it'd be great, but I don't. It's not so crucial where you have to do it anymore.
Would you accept the national championship if you lost to Ohio State?
Would I accept it? Of course. Would I like it? No. And would I accept it? No. I'm not claiming that here. Boy, I ain't no. I'm gonna have all types of shirts. Well, yeah. I'm gonna, of course, but it would bother me though, because y'all gonna have bragging rights. The bragging rights, we can act like the bragging rights don't mean that much. It don't. Like, if you don't come online and you're not in all these spaces like us, the bragging rights don't mean as much to you because you probably run into a Michigan fan every once in a while. But in these spaces, the bragging rights mean a lot because we talking trash. We're gonna throw it out there. Y'all won a natty. Y'all, that's nice. 13-10. you didn't win no natty on our watch. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be saying all types of crazy.
Yeah, facts. You didn't beat the defending national champion.
Yeah, so the bragging rights online and in all these spaces, it means a lot. So if we were to win the natty and lose to y'all, I'm gonna be happy, but I'm gonna be like, oh God, I go into this Buckeye space, they finna be on my head.
Johnny, I can tell you right now, I wouldn't. Now, when I sit there and say, yeah, it feels good to beat you guys. Yep. I never go. Listen, bro. Until just a few years ago, I had never gone more than 2 years without seeing a win. So, no, I mean, I would sit there and say to you, your national championship means more than us beating you.
Yeah, but you're a little bit logical. Now these other fans, they gonna be going in like Brent that was in the chat earlier. He gonna be saying all types of crazy stuff. When I go into Menace chats, Minister Sports, because it's mostly Ohio State fans, they gonna be going stupid.
Hey, by the way, everybody. Hey, Johnny, put that up. Put that comment back up, Johnny. Put that comment back up. That Moose comment. Just so I can call him out. Johnny, you know what's funny about this? I can literally show you I literally have a tweet where Moose is probably Moose. If I was you, I go delete it right now so I don't pull it up while I'm on X. He literally blocked me because he didn't like something I didn't say anything to him. Moose, you blocked me, and then I said, oh, okay. So that's why I unfollowed you. I automatically unfollow you because you. So let's tell the truth next time.
Let me bring up Burks and then we're gonna.
You remind me of that dude Noah.
What's up, Burks?
Yo, yeah, I just want to make it quick, Johnny. Thanks for having me on. But I just want to say about this Michigan and Ohio State. Ohio State are being such sore losers, Johnny, just because they're like, Oh, the Matt Weiss stuff. Oh, I'm so disgraced with Michigan. I don't want to play them anymore. Oh, they're not joining the Big Ten. I don't want to play them no more because they are a disgrace. Matt Weiss. You know how sore loserish that is, Johnny? Just how, like, they're such sore losers, Ohio State, bro. I can't stand them now. Like, it's crazy, man. Like, and it's like, okay, you don't want to play us anymore. Well, then how will it feel that we have a 4-game winning streak and that it shows that we are up by 10 games? You know what I'm saying? It's just so funny, man.
Got you. Let me ask you, Garrison, since you
wait. Listen to this high school stuff. I blocked you because you unfollowed me. Who are you, Kendrick Perkins?
Yeah, you unfollowed him, so he blocked you. He don't want to see what nothing you got to say no more.
No, because Moose, let's be honest here, Moose. You have said some you said some pretty nasty things to me. So no, why would I follow?
Is this therapy?
You know, I'm just asking. Well, John, were you gonna ask me?
I said, is this therapy? Because that's how he was delivering it.
John, were you
So did you see what Blue Wolverine posted and it went crazy viral? Talking about he took a couple clips from the Ohio podcast.
By the way, shout out to Blue Wolverine. Yeah.
The little black girl and
TG.
That's her name?
TG, yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
Her name is TG. She's smoking crack every day.
Okay, so maybe listen. Okay, maybe like I get Berkshire in here. Cool, Mar. I know sometimes you guys watch this stuff. I don't watch outside of me. I watch clips, but I don't watch Ohio State content. So, you talking about the Buckeye Boys?
Yeah, Buckeye Boys and OHL podcast. Yeah,
it's on Blue Wolverine page.
I have no idea who they recently followed me. I saw them come onto the Buckeye Brigade last week. Like, so who are they? Like, I could ask myself, but why don't you guys like them?
I don't mind them, but what my point was, if you saw it, Blue Wolverine, they basically were saying Michigan, we need to find new rivals, and maybe Oregon could be our new rival. We need to find a new rival because this stuff that Michigan's doing is just disgusting, and they need to kick them out of the Big Ten. And then Blue Wolverine talked about it, and then Ohio State fans thought he was lying, and then he posted like 3 of their clips saying this stuff because everybody was like, no Ohio State fan would say this, and then he's like, oh, okay, and then he posted clips with it.
Period.
What you think about that? You don't want to be our rival no more?
To any Ohio State fan that shares that sentiment, I think you're weak. I think that's sweet, sugar sweet. After winning championships, the only other thing that I in terms of sports, in terms of outside of my personal teams winning championships, the next thing I care about is Ohio State beating Michigan. I remember when you guys are going through your whole scandal thing, you guys are talking, well, let's not remember, guys, when you guys are going through your whole scandal, a bunch of your fans, Burke, let me know if I'm wrong, but you guys are saying, oh, we should leave the Big Ten. Did you not hear that?
Okay, that's Garrison. Yeah, you are right on that. Listen, I was really pissed off. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but Burks, with that being said, no Ohio State fan should ever be saying Michigan should leave the conference. No Ohio State fan should ever be saying we don't want to play them. Do you know how pussy that's?
No, I agree, Garrison. I totally agree with what you're saying.
I'm not. I usually. And actually, no, you guys just see me on X4. I have no problem with going after Ohio State fans. I have no problem with that. That's weak. You shouldn't be saying things like that. Like, well, because at the end of the day, like, what people will do is that they will take if you're out there with the audience, they will take what you say and attach it to the rest of the fan base, and then or attach what other people say to you, right?
And Blue Wolverine.
Listen, there's a lot of things Ohio State fans can say. That's something that you can't say.
No, yo, Garrison, you're actually spitting for like once. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like it just makes the fan base like weak as hell for saying that. Like what that woman was saying, it just made our fan base look all like weak and pathetic. I'm sorry. It just destroys the reputation. So yeah, I agree with you on that, honestly. You know, like when Michigan fans were saying, "Oh, I want to leave the Big Ten," some of them were saying. I didn't like that, honestly, and I knew Michigan wasn't going to leave the Big Ten.
They
They're
wanted
the
to leave the
founders of
Big
the Big
Ten
Ten.
because of the. They wanted to leave the Big Ten because of how the Big Ten was acting.
But it's
That's
still
it.
weak. It's still weak. You
Nah,
don't.
they ain't weak. Don't try to drag our name through the mud. We
Bro,
don't gotta take
okay,
that. We make our own money.
Marmar, I'm an Ohio
Michigan make
State.
their own money.
I'm an Ohio State fan, bro. I have seen my program be drugged, and some of it was they deserve. I have seen my program get drugged to the mud plenty of times. You'll get used to it. You'll get used to it.
No.
Like, bro, like Burks. Because I haven't talked to you about Burks. Let me know how you. Actually, all you guys. Let me know if I'm wrong or crazy when I say this.
No.
What you guys have gone through over the last few years might just be a blessing in disguise. You don't have to hide anymore and act like you were some clean, holier than thou program. You don't have to act like that anymore. You are just
Don't patronize me,
you are
man. Don't do
human
that.
like everybody else. Human like everybody else. Who
I
cares?
never had that opinion. I never had that opinion though. I think
I know
everybody.
you did it, John. I mean, like, for the masses. Because I'm not just talking. I'm talking to the chat also. Like, guys, this should be alleviating for you. You don't have to act like that anymore. You're right in the mud with the rest of us.
Got you. You got anything else, Burks?
I think that's
Marmon?
it, man. That's all I really want to say. I thought it was just really pathetic that there's some Ohio State fans who just don't want to play us anymore, and they want Oregon to be our rival. It's just so soft, and that's all I really just wanted to say, just quickly. So
I agree with
appreciate
you,
it, man.
Burks. I agree with you,
Appreciate
bro.
it. Appreciate it, man. Take care.
Appreciate it, Burks. And it looks bad because them saying that at the time when you're on a 4-game losing streak. Like if y'all were still kicking our butt like y'all used to, and then this happened and they said that, it wouldn't look so weak.
Yeah.
But the fact that you're on a 4-game losing streak, then you're like, we don't want to play them anymore. We don't want to be. We don't want them to be our rival anymore. Kick them out the Big Ten. It makes you look weak. Like, oh, now you want them out because you seem like you can't beat them. Now you want them out. Yeah, come on.
It's weak. like it's because like I saw that clip. That's I was a little confused, but I did see that, and I'm like, yeah, no one. I can't speak for your fan base, but for any Ohio State fan to sit there and say that, because of this Matt Weiss thing, that's the reason, or there would ever be a reason why we shouldn't play you guys. Bro, listen, I'd be fine. I could live with that being the only game every year. So like I don't. I watch 11 football games a season just to get to that one game.
Facts.
Because in the grand scheme of things, Johnny, once that Saturday comes, those other Saturdays don't. Those other Saturdays don't. They don't hit as hard.
Facts. That's a fact.
And they don't hurt as much.
Man, that you lose that one, boy. You hurting for a year. You hurting and that's the thing.
I ain't hurting.
Well, you ain't hurting, but you know what I'm saying. It still hurts you or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. But and that's the thing about it. Every year you got the chance to get your respect back. Every year you got your chance to stick it to Michigan or stick it to Ohio State. And then if you're in these spaces, get to talk your trash. Or a crazy year like this year, you talk your trash and Ohio State can still punch back we're the national champs, whether you like it or not, that means something, So let's see. Final thoughts, Marmar.
Go blue, dog playing. I mean, hey Garrison, man, I like when you come up here and put up a fight, but no cigar today.
Marmar, don't worry, Marmar, don't worry. I live in Michigan. I got other things. I can do.
You live in Michigan. You do Michigan things, so you're a Michigan man. Good job.
He feel like
You don't know.
Hey,
Facts. Facts.
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. Woo, Johnny, why do you have that clip? That's crazy.
Hey, Garrison, you need to brush your hair, bro. Come up here like that.
I took my braids out.
Yeah, he done took his braids out, man. Let a brother live. Let a brother live, man.
Hey, thanks. But nah, man, I'm just saying, we'll see, man. I just can't wait till the spring game. We get to see something. A little bit of something. They ain't gonna show much. But let's do it. Let's go. All right, Garrison, James.
All right, Marmar.
Have a good day, Marmar.
See you, Mark.
What you got, James?
I ain't got much. I'm just chilling on my day off, but I appreciate you having me. I'm gonna probably get off now, but hope you all have a good day. Garrison, good talking with you. You're definitely one of the good Buckeye fans. Johnny always says that, you know.
Yep.
I appreciate that.
All right, James.
Y'all have a good day.
Hey, guys, before you go, the Michigan Panthers, they're about to win. So they got the dub. So, pick six.
Yeah, I was watching the UFL. Let me put. Was Ohio State spring game yesterday? Or it's this week?
This week.
I thought I saw somewhere that it was yesterday.
Bro, there's no way. I would know.
Is it televised?
Oh yeah. Baby Ohio State.
I'm just asking. It's on Fox? Because I know Michigan's is a week delayed. They're not showing it until the next week.
Yeah. Well, I saw that. I gotta read. I saw that. I haven't read up on that. I want to read up on that.
Yeah, they always trying to watch. The team's been watching our players because they was the development and the strength and conditioning is out of this world.
Mm-hmm.
So they want them.
Spring is April 12th.
Oh, okay. Got you. Yeah. All right, bro. Tell them where they can find you.
Yeah, man. I mean, listen, if you guys ever want to, we'd love to have you on Mondays. The Voice of College Football, Ohio State. You can find me and Ryan Stanos at Ohio State Primetime. Also on Thursdays, you can get me on the call-in show if you guys love to call in, talk crap. It doesn't matter to me, man. Listen, the Voice of College, like we're Ohio State, the Voice of College Football. The Voice of College Football channel is a channel for all the fans. So if you guys would call and do so, we'd love to have you. The second and fourth Tuesday, every other Tuesday night at 7:00, you can find me with the Buckeye Brigades, myself, Clee Mike, Chris Drew, Juck on Bucks, and B Moses from Scoop. So we'll all be there. And yeah, then hopefully I see you guys. I'll be in. I'm always in TJ and John's chat. So if you guys are there, I'll see you there. But see you guys later in OH. Oh, and Johnny, always appreciate you, brother.
Oh, yes, sir. Appreciate it, bro. But yeah.
It wasn't long ago I remember you used to wait in the car. And as far as I'm concerned, you should still be there.
But yeah, I appreciate Garrison always joining in, But that's what I wanted to ask Garrison about. Dude, I was arguing with on Twitter about him joining because I was trying to get him to join. You never bring me on his show. He'd never bring me up on his show. I don't have a problem bringing anybody on the show. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're going to not let me talk, but as long as you know how to have a conversation, I don't care about bringing anybody on. Ohio State, Michigan State, North Carolina, Penn State. I don't care. We on there talking. We on there talking about football. Like, what am I supposed to be scared about? I would never bring you on my channel. No, I can't bring him on. I'm scared of him. Him got me scared. He said, send the link. Send the link. I ain't send it. He had me scared. I was scared of him. So, yeah. So I'm going to try to start doing 2 videos on the weekend. 1 live stream with just me for the most part on Saturday. And then Sunday, the call-in show for everybody else. Because I know some people don't care for the call-in shows with everybody else. They want to hear what I got to say. So I'm going to try to start having that on Saturday, and then the call-in for everybody on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So everybody can get what they want. I appreciate Dom with the Cash App. I appreciate Dom joining. Maze, Madman for a second. That's Black Panther right there. Garrison, of course. I think he Dr. Doom or something. He like Dr. Doom, or maybe he's Dr. Strange. You know, Dr. Strange makes like 10 copies of himself. That could be Garrison. I don't know. It might be him, you know, because this dude is everywhere. Did y'all hear how many shows he named? He named like 10 shows he on now. Ridiculous. But Stephen Brown come in here cooking, want his respect. He gonna take his respect. Stephen Brown gonna take his respect.
And I ask myself every day, would I do a life sentence about my respect of somebody disrespecting me? Without question.
Will. And he will. We see that. We just saw it. So that's what it is. Appreciate Dom joining, you know, and Burks and Marmar and West Quad and James, I believe his name was. But that's pretty much all I got for this one, y'all. You know, we will be at the spring game. Me, TJ, John, Marmar will be there. Garrison will be there. Bryce will be there. The whole crew. Kinetic will be there, I believe. And Boxing Maniac. Oh, yeah. Appreciate Boxing Maniac joining the show. But that's all I got for this one, y'all. So, and check out the merch. Y'all ain't checking out the merch. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this stuff. Let me move this mic. Look at this. Yeah, like that. Yeah. So like, share, subscribe. The link is in my description on my home YouTube page. Like, share, subscribe, and as always, go blue.
It's great to be a Michigan.